What?
Mage table.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Health stones. Mage table.
You. Um, if you're trying to min-max, then you would probably want tank as many encounters as possible, for sure, because you just do a lot more damage if you have your off-tank go DPS, but that requires a talented player to play both DPS and tank. And on top of that, Bay, hello. I would say the vengeance bars are now more important than ever. Because even if you're two tanking, there fights that you have to two tank. There's going to be a lot of taunt swaps, like you said, but not for ego, but just for damage. Because why wouldn't you? Like, we're all adults here.
Jerome.
So if I were you, or if I were a tank, doesn't matter off tank or main tank, and I know like on Fang, we need two tanks. If I open, it's okay if my friend went and got a couple of hits to increase vengeance. And even better yet, if my friend got a debuff dot, then I'll for sure taunt off of him, get my own, and then we can keep swapping back and forth.
Told him to take off his intellect gear and put agility gear on. He posted like a big paragraph and we all spammed it, and he like didn't acknowledge Sludge at all and said thanks Synergy. Like,
yeah. So I think 2025 MOP can be a hell of a lot of fun for even two tanks, but I mean it's not a meme. I've already gotten tells about it. That's why I'm saying it's not a meme. People are very upset that are the off tanks. A lot of the GDKP tanks as well, which are usually like they don't really need to do much, right? GDKP off tank has never needed to do much of anything except for the mechanics. Now you have the potential to do a lot.
Yeah.
So what will you do with it? But fights like dogs.
Pitcher.
That's gonna be annoying.
Or what? What's the name from?
He did like no hit like Dark Souls series before. He used to actually be like really good at them or something.
Oh, that's sick.
And then he like logged on like 40 multi-box accounts and just like fried his brain.
Way more sick if he was
now he's eating socks.
On his
he has like a
Twitch,
big baseball head.
On his Twitch, I think he has it all written down.
Yeah, Lion.
World third, no
it literally doesn't matter if both tanks are really smart about it.
Guys like the go, and then comes to WoW.
Comes to WoW and starts slapping his feet over his head.
He's good at that though, dude.
He is good.
Really good at it, actually.
Like, crazy good.
I can only dream of being that flexible.
Oh, dude, I mean, the fact that he did it like the other night, I was like,
oh, he does
damn.
on demand.
I was like, damn, he can still do it? That's crazy. He was doing it 6 years ago, and he's still doing it 6 years later. Whoa.
Wrong presence.
Pretty impressive.
Folder on mute.
Where's Odang?
Missing here, dude.
Teach is gone.
No dangler, dude. Got sucked up by a tornado, dude.
The first time in 10 weeks the trash lives for more than 5 seconds.
We got 0 mages in here.
It's alright, we got Buck on his way in, dude. Big Buck.
The god class of Dragon Soul. Fully wet diaper and mop. Tuffy.
I think it's insane
We'll
in
see.
MOB, man.
We'll see.
Frost is still like
Telling you.
insane P1, right?
2 frost mages.
Well, insane casters.
Been hearing
Look,
zero.
it's similar to
Never
who was it? I
gonna
think
be
it was
more
Chicken Ball.
games.
Somebody was telling me,
Oh yeah,
Windwalker.
never.
nah,
Windwalker is
man,
actually
you
broken.
can't actually do that. You can't. You have to be super careful.
Dude, I'm hitting
Jeez.
W.
My
I'm doing-
tanks and the
Oh, yeah,
10-man.
can.
I'm doing
My tanks and my
100
10-man are
I'm
griefing the raid by dying over and over again because they keep taunting off each other or having too much threat. I'm like, nah.
Walker's
If you
insane.
bring a
You gotta
tank
get
that can't
some
press
Walker.
buttons and you expect
some
me to
Walker.
not press
You don't even
buttons,
have
I
to
just
be
won't be
good.
playing.
You don't even have to be good.
I'm trying to get twisted.
What's the point of playing, especially in this expansion, the only time you can actually do a lot of damage,
Get a might spell.
and not be able to do damage?
Plug and play on the Windwalker class. It doesn't
got-
even matter.
We got RMP in here trying to play Feral Druid first.
Any
hit.
miters?
What
What?
do you mean trying? I will be, bruh.
Did you fix your fairy fire?
Yeah, I fixed it before.
Oh yeah.
They didn't like something about the tail strider sitch.
I mean, just give me.
Oh, I
rolling blood.
definitely didn't have
I'm
Krayshawn.
trying to hit this pesty
Yeah.
ability.
Just wait, cats. Wait until I'm 550 item level. You're gonna be weeping below me on the
Well,
meats.
that's when you play
It's
a
the Evoker Bar.
That's when you play AF and you just.
If you wait
Yeah,
like an
no,
hour,
they-
I'll show you
they do
exactly
the
what we did
RPM
in
fix.
our
That
raid.
was gonna be well, not
We didn't do
challenging,
anything spectacular or
Plus, then,
extraordinary,
fuck
but
Feral
Dog's
too.
fight is
No,
definitely.
because I still attack like
It's
a
fun
trillion
now.
times a second, so like the proc chance being down doesn't affect melee as much as casters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because like the bug was that it would your first attack was 75% and then increased by 2% every time until it procced, but the fix makes it 75% off the first and then it drops down to 7% until it procs.
I have to get my beak wet on some Feral.
Yeah, bring it
Cat
on,
Dornus.
big boy.
Bring it on, big boy. The hell, dude?
Yes, sir.
Let's get you versus another Feral
Down.
in on
I
next PTR, dude.
You versus
need s-
Malvanis.
need to see that. Need to look under the hood here.
Malvanis first ramp.
Where the fuck you at, Buck? What you doing, homie?
I'm taking
This
that kind
loading
of
screen
cleaners.
is almost done.
Ah.
Just saw the 1v1 in Storm Stout Brewery versus that guy. It wasn't even close.
Trying to feed the hamsters.
Like he completely gapped you.
Oh, no, I completely took him to the cleaners, bro. Turbo was there, he can vouch.
Turbo's muted. It might be like an acolyte of Malvanis.
I tuned into that stream and I thought you were playing.
It didn't look good, but
You
he
should.
did beat him.
Yes.
No,
I was losing to the Windwalker or to the Mistweaver Monk overall, but that doesn't count.
that doesn't count.
Gotta get some optics on a Windwalker.
Got optics right here. Like, I'm ready.
Dax, your only optics is 15 targets. Like,
No,
some
I did a
people
bunch
lose
of
5.
targets. Do
I know
all target
optics.
counts.
You gotta bring one Windwalker.
Need
and
all
stand.
non-hunter.
Well, what does a
players to
Windwalker
play a
do, though?
Windwalker.
You almost lost to my Feral Druid.
And stand.
I had no
Skid-
buy.
You do stone guard damage, like you're gonna one shot
Schizophrenic damage.
What
It's
does a hunter do?
It's a pad merchant, bro.
Like okay damage.
It has like traps and shit, but no one really cares about that shit.
I mean,
Well, if
to
you
be
ask
fair, like,
Dax, when they fix explosive shot, it's gonna be like a 10k increase or whatever he said.
5 to 7.
I mean, he
telling
who
you right
shall
now.
not be named put up like 115 on Spirit Kings. Like that's a
He
crime.
who shall not be named was topping if he was in our guild on a Windwalker, unironically.
Yes.
So
On Elegon, he did like 280 or something
Who's
crazy.
that?
can't
I
be
can't
named.
say. Can't be named.
I mean,
Serendipities.
surely
You gotta
Elegon's
know.
gotta be pad.
Oh, here we go. Now it's clipped and shipped.
Now it's clipped and he's
GG.
gonna jerk off to it later. God damn it, Dax.
CERN
Right,
cried on a
uh,
TBC private server because he got made fun of for playing Feral DPS.
Crashed out
Sorry,
on a classic
Saren.
private server playing Shadow too.
I've never met that guy, but that's the only like clip I've ever seen of him just literally crying. I'm sure he's cool though. Anywho's, we got Hardy's here. What's up, Hardy? Buck, you here? Okay, Buck's here.
Nope.
Good.
That's a lot of
Let's
paladins.
go ahead and ready check this sucker. Fucking get
The
in here,
hell?
get out of here. Just saying, seems pretty good to me.
I'm sleepy.
Oh my fucking god.
I want to take a nap.
Sleepy and gotta take a poop, dude.
Ironically, I have to poo.
Hold that to proc my trinket. Lucky.
excited.
Koshi, you want to soak
Same
with
old.
diamond, and then
Just
Kaz, you just soak
hits
with,
me a little less hard. Top my
circle?
vengeance a little
God help us.
slower.
Circle.
Yeah, Lion, I got the UI going for all our classes we're gonna play in MOP.
Bads, I think you got to go more truck side.
I think the DK is finally done.
Reckon.
Nothing is ever
That's
done,
awesome.
but
God,
as close as it can
don't
be.
be a Morchuk insta wipe. Don't be a Morchuk insta wipe. Begging.
Why would that happen? What the fuck?
See, like right there.
In a row.
Oh,
Melee
really?
died.
I always forget that happens. Damn. True.
Alright, be in your tank, guy, so I don't die.
Can I get an invite?
You want an innervate? What are you, psycho?
He said invite.
You
to
lost?
the raid.
I fucked up.
Oh, an invite to the raid?
No,
let's
I
come
need
to
an
the raid.
innovate.
Innovate.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I'm
Needs an
ignoring it.
innovate. You fucked up.
I'm ignoring it, dude.
Oh,
I need mana region.
Let's get Dalt up here. Let's get Big Dalt up here.
take a double soak.
Let's get Big Dalt up here. Ah, jeez.
Am I the only healer over here?
Kind of a
I am.
G-Scorch angle. It's kind of a G-Scorch angle. I don't think the boys are looking at anything here. I don't think the boys are looking
Yeah,
at
what's up,
anything
AO?
here.
I mean, that's
Hell yeah.
straight up Z heals angle.
I'm the only
Yeah.
Are we staying in?
You reckon we live?
Yes.
There should be a paladin on our side, right? Is there not a paladin on our side?
Nope.
Oh, I'm so fucked
This is
up.
sus. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. Same
Kind of a G-Scorch angle, dude.
That's all the RP I
Kind
got.
of a G-Scorch angle.
I'm on circle.
Are you trying to keep him or?
Holy shit, my sword
We
did
need-
damage.
We
Where's
need
Koshi
50%
at?
for this.
35.
No, because I don't know. Maybe he's not in comms.
No. Our raid is dead. What is happening? Did they buff this place? Oh, jeez.
With 30% we will live.
Yo, what did we just get, dude? Complete 50 guild raid challenges. That's fucking pogger.
You should take those weapons for DK leveling bis. Heard Frost is bis leveling.
Yeah, I gotta do the brew. They're gonna release challenge modes. I believe it's tomorrow, so then it'll finally be time for me to log in.
Can I get an
You
invite?
suck, so I won't play anymore.
Also, the more important part is that they're fixing vengeance, so I can actually go into a dungeon and kind of expect to do, you know. It's not that you can't do the dungeons or blah, blah, blah. It's just I don't want to log in and do 500 million dungeons. And then it changes, and they're like, oh. I kind of want to gauge what kind of pulls we're going to be looking into doing. Want to play as fixed of a version of WoW as possible, so...
Yo, Cass, Koshi said that, I said that he was on circle.
Koshi doesn't have ears, I guess.
Oh, shit!
Major
Oh,
league.
shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Insane drama.
Literally said cast on circle.
Some of us say that, by the way.
I don't know if...
Cass...
Am I missing
yeah,
something?
he's- He's been going crazy lately, dude. He said he's gonna break up with his girlfriend and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yes, dude, they ain't shit.
Has the symbiote gone too far?
I think the symbiote is like kind of taking over his brain, maybe.
Like, remember
It's
in
gone the other way
Spider-Man,
now.
like, the photographer gets it.
Oh,
instead of,
wiping,
like,
we're wiping.
Spider-Man?
Both tanks died. We wiped the trash. GG. Both tanks dead. Wipe the trash. GG. Both tanks dead.
GG.
Wipe the trash. GG. What's going on, man? It's like insanely dumb. Brutal.
I don't want to say, but we
Absolute-
didn't have
absolute
kosher
brutal.
for one poll, and then
Absolutely
that's that.
brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, what's up, Gav?
Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Koshi die in a good spot.
Supposedly Brew
Absolutely
Vengeance is OP like right now. Yeah, Lion, but you have to do the big ass damage. Take it
Unbelievably
for you to
brutal.
proc it.
Unbelievably brutal.
You know what I mean? So what people have been doing is on private servers. I forget who showed it to me. It had to have been Bay or you, Lion, or somebody that has played that. Showed me that in that Scarlet Monastery dungeon, you can just press diffuse, press that meditation,
Just go
and
heals
then the
for rest of
one-shot
instance.
mechanic doesn't one-shot you, and you get full vengeance instantly.
Not worth. Absolutely not worth. Brains are not on. Fully lean back. Absolutely brutal. Unbelievable.
Game sucks.
Oh my god, I'm just fucking dead again.
Will.
So anyway, yeah, because people did all this
Now, is Windwalker
big
fun to
damage
play, I think, is the
abuse,
question.
all this
Oh, yeah.
abuse
No.
Seems
is
pretty
making them
fun, at least on dummies.
incredibly OP meta for challenge modes,
That's also
which
true, but
Blizzard
it's
is trying to not do that.
It's like fun, but then you realize you're pressing Russian Grade Wind for like your only damage.
Okay, AoE is definitely not fun. AoE is one button.
Single target's kind of cool. You like
Yeah.
RSK for like 300k, it feels good.
Yeah.
If Fury stuns your character.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah, that's not good.
I think that's fine, no?
There's ups and
No.
downs.
It's like you're
I
playing
like-
a dev,
it's more that
you're,
it
you're
splits.
playing a dev
Splits
evoker,
damage.
it's fine.
I wouldn't say it's anything like that.
What do you mean, man? Fire
Dev
breath
evoker
makes
can you
sense.
can
kinda like
hover,
two
you
buttons
can
as
hover,
well.
Kind of
and
an
it's
expert
permanently
on
moved.
No, I'm talking about
Dragon.
fire breath and shit.
You're gonna get to the
Oh.
boss and throne, and you're just not
Yeah.
gonna press fists for
MSV
45
stack,
seconds
yes.
while you're doing the thing. I don't
We're
know, dude.
Lion.
Die guy.
After this run, I'm probably gonna
The whole
shortly
intermission,
go
you
over
can't
that
press
VOD
fists, you die.
of the second day, which
Oh, yeah,
corrupted,
you
by
get
the
some
way,
good
on
stuff.
YouTube,
We get a couple kicks.
and that's why it's not there. Where we were doing cool things,
If you get
cooler
that
things.
It's not worth it.
Definitely not.
Yeah, Gav, it's basically like entry-level Mythic Plus, but nothing is really going on other than you just pull everything. Like the only tech you can do
Feast.
to win
Earth, and
is just
fire,
pull
whatever the
more.
fuck that is.
Yeah, it's like your.
Which now, that's what I'm saying.
Brutal.
Unlike
Also, like,
retail,
cool.
where you have one meta
Absolutely
tank that
brutal.
dominates M+,
Getting black, yeah.
they're getting away from Brew, and they're getting everybody.
Sure.
They're letting everybody do their thing now. Yeah, transmog gear. I don't know, I think it's cool. That, hashtag some changes. I personally think it's really cool.
It's what we kill black and less what combo?
And
Red
it's
and
gonna
green?
cause me to be able to enable me to
Which case
play
you kill
anything
green.
I want, even in challenge
So,
mode. So like the
GL
game is not
lads,
completely dead
hopefully
for
we don't
us, you
get
know what I mean?
Pwned.
Because generally the game is dead unless you can play that meta tank, and there is nothing to do in Cataclysm anyway. So even though DK is hella fun to go tank dungeons, you don't actually get anything from it to do that. Free carries? I mean, I don't think I'm selling anything unless there's a team who wants to do that. I know Casta plays a lot of MOP private server or for years now or whatever, and he's a big seller.
Are you range gonna be good over there? You need melee.
Not looking good.
We need an adult. We need that.
Melee?
But yeah, I plan on, you know,
Spread
if
out,
they
boys.
allow it, play anything and all tanks possible for fun. I just find it fun. To me, it's a blessed change. Very, very good. This vengeance change.
Careful, I'm healing good too. Put stacks on count.
Grip. Somebody.
Kill 3.
We killing black again? Oh no, we have to kill.
Kill green.
We have to go green. Go green. GG.
No luck.
Oh.
No luck.
I have no idea, actually. I've never played. That's why I think it's like, it's interesting. Log in and just go do it.
Need a lot of help. Come early.
Oh my god. This thing is healthy.
Stack. Kill void again.
Can you grip that void?
Kill yellow.
Go boss. Go
Yeah,
boss.
boss.
If you kill that void, the casters can help you.
Oh, I actually have my thing back. What the fuck? Wait, I didn't expect this. I'm actually not playing the game. This is embarrassing. I straight up was... okay. I don't think I've gotten a third DRW here in a while. What the hell? That's fail. For leveling tanks, by the way, you might want to swap back to parry dodge. Curious if the Vent change will actually have any relevant effect for CM. Well, it's gonna reverse the OP Brewmaster tech, and it's going to allow everybody else to catch up. So, like, if you think about it like a graph, right, or a bar graph, the 99th percentile completely, utterly dominated by BM tanks, whereas everything else is like the 1%, not 99 percentile for speed. And now what it's going to cause is more people are going to be able to do it on other tanks. If anything, it just makes Brew less overpowered, though. It doesn't actually make anybody else incredibly powerful. Kind of just normalizing Brew, which I think is really good. Like I said, I love to be able to play other classes than just the meta. For tanking dungeons, like I like to play anything, right? I want to be able to do that. And I think it's all the more impressive if you're able to have a team that's not full on meta, fun to play. Like Proud Warrior is probably pretty fun in dungeons, right? Prop Paladin could be really fun too. Not as much though, because of the AoE cap really messes with the fun factor, I think. More like up to 3 targets. So we'll see, but either way, it's definitely going to affect how everything is going to function from here on out. And raids more than anywhere, if you really think about it. That's going to be like the biggest change, because strategies that revolve around 2 or 3 tanks, you're going to reduce that by 1 tank anywhere you can. Squeeze out more damage if you're able to. And if not, you're going to have to permanently taunt swap. It's like a permanent thing now you have to do.
Did they determine if...
That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, it is very not like Modern Blizzard. Very unlike Modern Blizzard. And I think a big part of why is because the dev team that is working on MOP, that has worked on Cataclysm and Wrath, are not retail players. They are not concerned with any balance issues. They're trying to not affect PvP ever, right? Just like in Wrath, where Glyph of Hand of Reckoning was very, very particular, a very particular enhancement for you to be able to do more damage on Rep Paladin. That was very cool. That was one of the coolest changes I've ever seen. But it inadvertently also caused Prop Paladins to do significantly more damage. Because now I'm swapping Glyph And any off target that I'm not tanking, I'm using Head of Reckoning on. Not able to single target taunt ever, pretty much. And I'm using that. Changing Shattering Throw as a Prout Warrior was a lot of fun too, to be able to not. If I don't know if I have any probably 0 VODs or clips or anything of me doing it, but yeah, I used to go battle like I literally as a Prout Warrior used to go.
Oh, apparently the
battle
bug is
stance Shattering Throw on
knocking
pulse.
off white damage.
You get stones.
Yeah, makes sense.
That actually makes
Health
sense.
stones.
Is it probably
Yeah,
like
remix, but I don't know. I don't think
Like
they are
auto
intending
attacks.
on only solving the CM
What is
issue
it
because they don't want to
currently
affect
knocking
anything
abilities?
significantly.
Damaging
Like
abilities.
But what you're gonna do, like I said, is like you're gonna see a huge drop off in
That's what I'm
damage
saying.
for Brew
I'm not the sign, so I'm staying on both.
compared to everything else. And I'm not saying anything is better than Brew either. I'm sure that's not what they intend, because the tank is just gonna
Iron Blade,
dominate
so
CMs no matter
if
what.
you want to play the fight, you can.
Yeah.
5,
You pull Earth Reg Shattering? Nah, it's actually
I'm just bad
Retaliation
with
for
it.
me.
Yeah.
1.
For the most part in Wrath, it was Retaliate.
Orb soon.
Okay.
Here's taking it still.
He really held his frontal there. I don't know why.
Good
That
idea.
messed with me.
I completely forgot that we didn't last on pool.
Move in more. You guys are too far out.
Yeah. Big Par's brain
This,
is
next
you'd
one
have
that
to
comes in,
retell
right?
first GCD before the fight even starts.
You ready to move? Move.
Watch frontal. Anyway, you'd have to min-max your first GCD because you don't ever, like, you would pre-pull Shattering,
Really
stuff like that.
left.
Algalon,
Range hit the
I
right
remember
one on your
Max, if
spot.
you remember Max from TY Max, the organizer,
Max,
he
right.
had a lot of
The
trouble,
left one.
like big problems with Algalon threat because people wouldn't MD tricks. Usually it would actually be him that didn't tricks me on his rogue, and he would just die to threat because you're literally trying to get the Prout Warrior to do it first GCD because Algalon has like a truck, as an example.
Finish these eyes.
That's like a fun example though, that rarely ever happens, right? That
A lot of eyes.
you're able to do that. Freya is another one, I think, for sure.
Leave 'em.
Another good example.
Orb soon.
Goes in insta. Knock it into us, then move. Move, move, move. Lust.
Bloodlust.
Probably shouldn't have wasted Blood Tap there, but I don't really care. Whoa. You learned to start retail on Iron Console? Yeah, exactly.
Your, Hagara spots.
It's a lot of min-max
the
that Prout Warriors didn't like to
pants, get
do,
a lot of melee,
so
might have
it
some,
like
missing players on this thing.
it made it weird because we used to have a Prout Warrior off tank at some
God,
point
I
with Chicken Ball,
fucked your spot.
and
Godly.
just not able to keep aggro on his mobs. I'm not saying it's a retail problem. It's
Not
actually
ideal.
not a it's a no shield block problem. But anyway, the point is like a lot of people don't understand all the little things you can add to. At that point, it was threat, but damage
Goose.
without griefing anybody. You can just add a lot. It's like right now, there's this PvP trinket that I'm definitely not getting, but you get a PvP trinket and you proc it pre-fight and you get 2k extra strength for
You
free.
don't have to heal Hagara. Or all tracks, Yan. We'll be good to 3 heal those.
But we're not a speed kill or parse guild, so I just won't get it. But back in Wrath, at least, it really mattered. All the threat possible.
Who's missing on this list? Who's Skibbity?
Oh, yeah.
Barachi.
I remember when Chicken Balls Warrior was like 30 expertise. There's no reforging in Wrath, and you have 30 expertise, and you're just getting parried non-stop, and that's all your threat. You'd have to vigilance somebody that you'd anticipate would pull aggro all the time. Or the off tank, you know. But yeah, it was fun things in Wrath, man. Anyway, Gav, fear not. Tomorrow is classic day.
I keep trying to Garg at 0 RP. Fucking miserable.
Dude, that's such a good quality of life. It's insane.
Yeah, they did a lot of good quality of life changes on that class.
Keep trying to press def advance.
I haven't tried to hit that one yet.
Oops.
Slowly's running around with all the mobs.
Taunt kite. Taunt.
It's just so fucking AIDS that you can't just Plague Strike Kata for dots or Blood Boil. It's like miserable. I don't even think the class is like necessarily better in MOP. It's just they pruned a lot of the dumb shit.
I think they made it really, really good compared to this.
I mean, they just it was like a pretty new class, right? So they just kept like.
Well, from Wrath to Keta, it was
things.
huge.
Keta
The
was
tank,
really good,
yeah, and then now this to MOP is just like quality of life. It's like refining it for
I thought
DK
that
at
was
least.
I thought the rune system was kind of like still kind of shit in Wrath. It's like weird.
Yeah, it was really bad for BDK at least, except for
Make sure
Ken.
you know where you're going.
You put the markers
the
down.
markers.
No, I loved it, dude. I loved it.
The
Icy
markers
touch,
down
icy touch.
quickly.
Markers.
Yeah,
Ken,
yeah, I'll
Ken.
do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
How many healers? Just the
Denny,
2?
you're on a thing.
3, I think.
Turbo,
Yeah,
can you
I'm good.
pre-stack right before the pull?
So you're second out on square. I'm third out, right? Denny.
Yeah.
I'll smoke on first.
You fuck my people.
Really?
No.
Okay.
It was
The
close.
Sludge never complained,
Really
so I
close.
figure it's fine.
I mean,
No,
Amber
you
Blood
just
did
never
that full
asked.
fine. I don't know why Turbo's having trouble.
You never asked. So I was like, fuck.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry.
I died last time Cass was healing me here, so I have to make sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyway,
Sim.
haven't tried any sim. Geez.
Oh, gee.
So it's monkey.
That's you, Sinish.
Swedish trickster.
Arr, arr, arr. Who the hell's over there, dude? The hell?
Beautiful. A BWO speedrun? We did 1851. It's a minute and a half worse than the next, but
Pass on loot, boys.
Ken and I lost EMF in that run. So this next coming 2 weeks is probably not going to be ideal. It's alright, it's just not ideal. Minus 10% damage on both off tanks. I just have to fully cap rage before pulls and go fast weapon anywhere that I off tank. Alliance makes it really cool though. You just don't have to try. Not much. I think I have
Sweet core
these.
gonna be good, Ken.
Elementium.
Yeah.
Try to look for as many items as possible that have dodge and parry on them for pre-patch. Don't care about the other stats, about mastery at all. Just as much as possible to get riposte up. Riposte is probably not the craziest, most necessary thing for you to snapshot, but like the phase gloves are okay. The trinket is really nice with the 8,000 dodge. I think that's almost like ends up being a ridiculous amount of crit that you get. I have to test that out on beta again. That could be good, but I don't think it's just really nice for leveling. I kinda can't wait for the Vengeance, though. That's the biggest thing for me for this week. Actually gonna have fun playing on the beta, instead of just walking around like a dummy. Even doing regular heroics is gonna be fun. Nice. This is huge upgrades for this tune for leveling. Make sure I have that set up here. At some point, I'm gonna have to enchant all of this and whatnot. Also, did I actually not have shoulder? Yeah. This character has full DPS gear.
Did the pesty thing make sense how I explained it, Denny?
Yeah.
So
It
it's
just sometimes
like,
it doesn't look like that for me. Like I tested it on a dummy, standing in the same spot, and Pesty goes on different mobs, and just on different dummies.
You were moving?
No.
Or jumping or anything?
No.
Oh no, it seemed to be like that for me. Whatever the one I was closest to, the dots wouldn't reapply like ever. I'm sure there's like maybe like some scenarios where it's like close between two targets. Maybe it can like do some weird shit, but I think that's what the intention is.
No.
And then if you only have dots on like one mob out of 4, obviously it's always gonna pesty out for that one. It doesn't matter where you stand, right?
I wonder how people's damage is nowadays as a DK on this. Haven't checked in ages. I think the 63k may have still might be still the top damage ever done by a DK. I don't even know how to improve it. It was just good luck with the weapon.
Health stones.
Nice. You can already tell it's gonna get scuffed here. Oh. Nice. We didn't pre-pull. Probably could have waited there a second. Just no weapon procs? Okay. There you go.
Will. Stay up.
Noob down. Oh, never mind.
Non-turtle.
Fading on you.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Press.
BM, dude.
No, not in a minute.
Ah, probably could have waited a little not to.
Yeah, come here.
Kind of for timing.
Fading on you. 4, 3, 2,
Shake, are you gonna shoot me?
press.
Can if you want me to.
Yeah.
Use.
Yay.
Okay.
Listen to this.
I got a sack anyway. I didn't need a shield.
Will.
This is called
Fading on you.
all of this
3, 2,
with your
Oh shit, I need a shield, bro.
Yeah, so I think I can have shield.
Yo, shit, I need a shield over here.
Shit.
It's shield.
Great, shall only
You
proc then?
shield
Oh,
me
Mike.
on the next, so.
Fading on you. 1. Press.
Who are you imitating? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just rolling with it. Right here, Kev. Put that shit on me.
Bigly.
Fading on you. 3, 2, 1. Press. Fading on you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. Stay up.
practice.
No.
The har.
Heartbreaker. You
You wanna see the
heartbreaker
mount
of a
here?
blip.
Mount's gonna drop right here. Damn.
Creesh. Damn.
1.3 million.
Wait, I think we kind of
300k mind play.
Yeah.
1 point, almost 4 mil. Yeah, we're bugged.
Right, bro.
Everybody's
Yeah.
bugged.
Got a whopping 20. Hell yeah.
Damn, we got 20 as well.
Trade me if you win loot, please. Anybody want this Creesh or no?
Really Cad's W, you can use that.
I got one.
Did anyone else
real.
need a ring again? Come.
No. Just fear for mastery. Nobody wants Creesh before I delete it.
I'm off.
It's 45 gold, dude.
It's a good day when a Warlock gets a DPS piece
Trade
for
me if you
mastery.
want it.
Yeah, it's been a thing. Them and Rogue.
Need to go pieces.
Rogue and Warlock. All of that is going away though here in a minute. Is the DPS guys were saying currently only trinkets work for pre-pull swap. Pre-pull whatever.
Rest up tomorrow, Shake. Big day.
No, it's
Hell yeah.
No, I have to
No,
raid.
it's-
Aren't you guys doing Muggsy?
Yeah.
Need a fill shake.
We do, actually.
Stop.
You
Yeah.
guys aren't doing,
I don't think I would have a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, damn. Look at that.
Sick.
Surely 13%, 6 ADI level, we win.
12.
We lost
13.
Muggsy for a
Wait,
bit this week.
12.
Yeah, we
12.
got farmed by Muggsy.
Noob down,
I was
noob down.
watching that.
Are you guys doing OAB again?
Think so.
No, we killed it.
The whole time I was thinking, Cats told me this is a temple boss and the World 5th Guild is wiping
You
it.
never want to listen to Cats, whatever he says.
I mean, it's just like a.
Listen, the new strat was just horrendous.
was too hard.
Kaz and Brad is giving you guys really bad info.
Yeah. Really bad info.
Like they want you to see
Really
you
bad.
fail.
Got our expectations like so good, and it's just so bad.
Oh, I'm giving my boy Pummel some tips.
Well, it's
Plaza.
working.
I mean, this guy's holding deep breath the entire fight. It's crazy.
It's a hot tip.
I told him that. He said he's scared to use it.
A scale commander?
Yeah. He's just not even using it as scale. It's actually brutal.
Surely you just go Flame Shaper if
I
you're
told him,
scared.
the
I
only
told-
button
I
that
told him to
matters.
go- I told him to go Flame Shaper, and he's like, I've done 100 pulls on this boss.
You guys are at 100 already?
Shut up, man.
No.
That was
Wait,
on
which
OAB.
one? No, OAB.
Pretty good.
Jesus.
Let's not talk about Pump B, bro. He lost a Bang Slanger.
Who's Bang Slanger?
Kyle's Evoker.
You should be glad you
Oh.
never experienced Bang
Kyle's
Slanger.
fresh
I'll tell
Evoker.
ya.
Dude, Kyle put on a crank on the Druid.
Think so.
On the OAB.
I think you did better on the
raid buff.
Evoker.
He didn't have any raid buff.
But if he had,
Wasn't it only like 6%? Like,
9%, yeah.
There's
9.
But I don't know if
That's a lot.
9% was saving it.
I mean, that's a lot of percent.
a single digi.
He was saving his CDs for the ads. It was tough.
Up to 12 now.
That's the Kadzian maneuver right there.
Nah, you gotta rip it on pole, dude.
Asked Cads for a PI and didn't get one on Rick until 20 seconds in last night. He's so confused.
Dude, oh yeah. You have to shadow brace, I'm pretty sure.
What fight?
Getting that
Rick
big
Reaper.
sword.
On Rick.
For the Pyro
No,
Bomb.
I think nowadays it's on pull. That was like the prog,
yeah.
the prog strat.
I think people still like pulled, but I don't know.
Well, there's scumbags. Or
What
maybe
the
if you're in
hell?
like a really shitty raid that doesn't kill the barrels.
Kill everything at the same time. So I don't get queefed.
I mean, that raid was pretty shitty.
That's a brutal raid.
Make kind of ones. Not as bad as group 2.
Group 2 is like flying colors until Muggsy.
Think
You
so.
guys want to merge?
Did I not kill that yet?
We lose.
Where's that
You wanna merge?
Yeah, we get that like
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
your
Pretty
best
good.
15 and our best 5, maybe.
I'll
Sounds
give you
really
Brad
good.
Bison.
We'll give you guys Pummel, we take Cats.
You can have Brad Bison.
Yeah, take Brad Bison off our hands.
I'll take Brad Bison.
Brad Bison was raving about how well he did, so I don't know.
He got one shot through.
Brad is a bison character.
Shockwave.
Yeah, Brad Bison, the bear druid.
Bear Druid is
God.
invisible.
Be on the guy, not the bird.
Cast itself.
Did you say the bird?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
the bird.
be on-
Not-
be on the
not
guy,
the
not the
bird.
bird.
Shockwave soon. Shroud.
Yeah, what birds look like in Germany,
Shockwave.
bro?
Just like this, dude.
Never seen a bird, didn't he?
Oh,
You
I got
lost
rid of
him.
those, I think.
oh.
Denny has crashed. Please reinstall.
I'm getting
Shockwave soon.
Paris behind the boss, man. This is great.
Yeah, this-
Fully off the bird combo.
Bye bye, bird.
Shockwave soon. Shockwave.
Yeah, what's up, man? Appreciate the raid, friend. You're still owning everybody as Windwalker. Just had to talk about that in, in this raid. Everybody is fully convinced Windwalker is going to do 0 damage if you have players who play well on other classes.
Pot the first one and lost the third one. I don't think we can
Either
do
way.
more than that with
Yeah.
Bart.
Yep.
Damn, why are you so rude?
Maybe we have a hero man this week that, you know, does the things that grief people every raid.
10% DPS increase by using a real weak
You
aura.
can always be hopeful, you know.
Yeah, you can be
I don't
helpful.
know. Every time I tune in, Windwalker's top them.
Grip soon. Grasped. Rolled.
Be on the left.
Rolled.
Yes.
Grip soon. Rolled.
Just chill on this some milk. Have to wait a while.
Grasped. Grasped.
Zito, can you do...
Super hoping next time we go MSV, the numbers are completely different because nobody will have time to DPS, like on dogs, where I don't know how long it takes a Windwalker to actually ramp or do anything crazy. 6.
Oh, 6.
7. Ken, are you good for more, like,
Stop
into
on
you?
Milk. There's girths out.
Am I what?
Do you want them coming into you, or do you want to step on them?
Yeah, I love it, love it.
I'll grip the last one.
Bro, we have
too many dots down there. Corruption's gonna die, right?
Matt chilling. Yeah, relax with the dots there. Homie. Okay.
Rolled. Grip
Brazilian comms, unironically.
I'm dead.
Kill it.
Rolled.
Get him up.
Rolled.
DK.
Oy vey. I hate not having
Damn.
Grip soon.
Ooh, lordy, this is looking close.
Lordy.
No way.
No way.
Nah, though. Nah, though. Nah, though. Check the dam.
No.
Check the PC. Check. Skippity hawk to it.
It's tough.
All the mages looking low. RP Hunter. Probably got no gear.
Not up to me, bro.
Probably got no gear.
Our best
Didn't
friend.
proc. Didn't proc.
Just not get broken out, kids.
Yeah, I got fucking gripped right as the
Died in melee, yeah. Sick when that happens.
retreat.
Happened to me about 10 times this tier. Really
Kill the
good.
amount.
Grip soon.
Just gotta
It's
get
about to
out of
happen to you
here.
again, dude. I would get out if I
Oh.
was a melee right here.
I'm breaking the melee out. I'm
Oh,
breaking
okay.
the melee out.
Can I just be the killer? You mind,
Yeah.
Ken?
I mean, it's like a. It's
Pretty
like
sure
a
I'm just gonna hang back.
It's like a timing sitch.
Well, on that one was like free for all, right? Because we're killing that shit anyway.
Soon. Grasped. Grip soon.
That's what Teach was saying last week is you get 8 and you step on the last one when you're ready. On that first one, Ken. Where are we going?
Haunt. soon.
Is he just gonna?
You're gonna want to get this corruption pretty low. So we're gonna be going sooner now. You don't have to do it now, you can do it later, but
Rip soon.
it's gonna need to be kind of low.
We go whenever on this one.
Yeah, and then you just kill it when the breach opens. So you're gonna get it to like 5%, and then when the breach opens, you're gonna kill it. You're getting it to like 5%,
Rip soon.
and you're waiting slightly, and you kill it now, and it's good.
That's actually all you have to do.
Unfortunately, it's gonna overlap by like 1 second here, because it got killed a bit too early. I guess you gotta wait a little longer. It shouldn't matter. It's like half a second. So like kill it like 1 or 2 seconds later, and it would have been perfect. Just push this whenever it's at like 1%. Kill Milk, it's popped already. Use a personal here.
Rip soon.
You can just kill it now, because it's already 1%. Kill the 2 on the right. Kill the corruption in the front. Or back, whatever the fuck you wanna call this.
The Brazilian comp supposed to steal because he's actually Brazilian.
Roll.
And your friends.
Try to make this a clean push, so we can get full uptime at
Ah,
Lust
jeez.
for the boys.
Grip soon.
Why are the Bloods like going inside the fucking...
AoE these Bloods really quick for the grip.
Oh, that was not ideal.
We go on next grip then?
Just stop damage on the Milk.
I contributed.
Just wait.
Gotta be smart on that corruption.
I think you gotta go now, and then they just kill it.
Grip soon.
It's gonna die to this break.
Just leave it stunning for a bit.
We gotta put dots in the new one. Just kill it and put dots in the new one.
Are you picking a new Amalgam up, Ken? I'll do it.
Raj. Dot the new corruption if you haven't yet.
Need damage too.
Grip soon.
Fucking CDPS in this group. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ah!
Oh
Barely
my
made
God.
it.
Wait 1 second.
Yo. That was that was unnecessarily close. What? No, we actually have one buyer, and I think RMP said he's an alt of an alt. 395. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Monka ass. Either way, I actually can't wait to see Windwalker over everybody else in the Warcraft logs.
Yeah, he should zone in.
People are gonna get pissed. They'll be pissed. Yeah. There's the problem is only about 2 of you play the game. They're Enter. About 2 Windwalkers who know it in and out. Zen Masters. Actually, it's funny because our Brewmaster tank for Prague is going to have Windwalker off spec. He's got to get to learn it now. He's going to have to learn it for MSV. So what is the state it's in right now? What is the haste on not it's the haste is not affecting the time it's channeling or whatever? Reducing the damage. Dude, that sounds like classic. Like literally classic, like vanilla. Okay, that's crazy. In vanilla there's these mathematical conclusions that attack speed and chance and consumables actually decrease your DPS on all abilities. That's funny that's still happening. That's similar. At least it sounds similar. I think we're doing the old strat.
Like a little beta that you aren't bait.
Yeah, I completely guessed.
Like, the fuck was
completely
that?
guessed. Completely guessed.
We're good guys. Hopefully.
You didn't see them.
They're both marked. Should be good.
Res me.
You can just dream this. Remember, you don't need to kill this. You just dream now, just in case.
Gotta get up shake. DK.
Why is the DK always me? Weird.
I got cads last time. That's fit.
I require kings.
You want drums of kings?
Yay. I gave you kings.
Bolt.
Thank
bolt,
you, sir.
Bolt. I'm spooked about the range on the bolt in here.
Oh, I'm
the warriors
psycho
need to be on that shit.
I just put a fucking full 5 set into it.
Don't need me till I say 5 seconds.
We're bopping insta, remember?
2, 1, AoE.
Bop that shit insta.
Don't be near Zetol. Zetol, you still gotta get out of the raid. Dot
Where is
this.
he? Ah, for sure thought I'm gonna take it.
Just leave. It's low enough.
Yeah, we're outie. We're outie.
Leave. Just leave. Our damage is gonna be lower than what we're used to, so we might have to audible some shit here.
No CDs, just me.
Swap to this. Make sure this. Too many people are getting hit, guys. What's going on here? Are melee in the middle on star? Star, guys?
You guys are on square.
Star?
Looks like.
Star? I almost died on star.
All the reds went down.
It's also this platform, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can't yet. Were they good or? Ah, yeah, I can't have that yet.
Bolt soon. Bolt.
Bolt incoming. 2, 1.
Wait till your group sees up and they heal. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 2, 1. Go.
Alive, come stand on skull. Come stand on skull. Alive.
Parasite
Come to
disposed
skull
in
alive.
3,
Come to skull alive. Don't be on the raid. Don't be on the raid.
I gripped
I'm
him.
terrified.
I'm dead.
Holy
You're
fuck.
down.
Shake and I sacrificed ourselves for him, dude. books there, Shake. We might have to do it on the next platform too.
I'll get out faster this time.
Need to push this to 70. Oh my god, it's so fucking high.
It's okay, we crank it. Should be chilling.
The impale will be
Before the
it'll be cast and shake. Yes.
The tentacle might be out while we're doing these blisterings. You guys need to get the fuck out of the raid if that happens. It's 5 seconds. You need to get out of the raid if you're low growth.
Yeah, soakers go. Soakers go. Good soakers
Kill
go.
these. Kill these.
That's
Kill all of them. One's at 100%
that's the situation.
HP in the far back. Okay, get on the corruption.
Yes, sec.
Melee beyond
Parasite
star.
explodes in 3, 2.
We have to do damage to this one. This is the real one here. Crank the parasite. Or we die.
Yo, we're talking about MOP Vengeance.
More damage,
MOP Vengeance
more
got
damage.
changed on the it's going to get changed on the beta this upcoming build. So we had some really, really ridiculously low Vengeance. I want to say like they're all bugs, obviously, but like, I don't know. Some weird Vengeance interactions.
Get on the bolt.
Ken, you might have to taunt here with all your CDs. No casts.
Ah, jeez.
So close.
Just push it, and then we'll do the AoE after. So
Yeah.
your AoE.
Vengeance, unfortunately, what the thing that they needed to fix on Cataclysm was the threat, but they never did fix the threat in Dragon Soul. The threat modifier just doesn't exist.
Parasite explodes in 3.
Yeah,
Roger.
That's over here.
2, 1, AoEs.
Parasite.
AoE all, AoE all, AoE all, AoE all. Kill parasite.
Yeah, we were kind of worried about the week 1 threat was crazy because we tested on the PTR. This dungeon right here, actually it was this fight. Blood was outperforming Unholy in a lot of the fights on PTR. So fucking Denarok, which is the most min-max CDK in here, decides to go Blood in full DPS gear, right? I don't have DPS gear. He doesn't get salvation on pull, he just pulls aggro on whatever he's on. It was not ideal.
Use your CDs on the tentacle. The corruption. Don't push the boss. Don't push the boss. Don't push the boss. Don't push it until we at least kill this. Move in a bit more, Hardy, if you can. It's fine.
Hardy's always got the most jank parasites, dude.
Have more damage on this. It's not getting leaved.
Probably gotta wait another second there.
Backup range.
Don't push the boss. It's really low.
Bolt incoming.
Melee need to move for the bolt here. Move away from the bolt melee. Don't push the boss. Don't hit the boss.
Boom!
Get
Wait,
on
what?
the bolt
Oh.
melee. Everybody on bolt.
This does no damage now.
Then we push boss. Do blistering. Do these. And then hold your AoE. Kill all the blisterings. There's one at 80% in the front.
Sorry.
Okay, we're AoEing. We're AoEing. We're AoEing. They just healed.
Parasite explodes in 3.
1 tentacle left.
Then we go parasite. Parasite. Need big damage on this one. We're behind on it. It's gonna pop a bit maybe. No, we're good.
I'm doing all the damage to these tentacles, I swear.
Are you guys blood boiling during that? What is that noise?
No, it's the game sound.
It's the game sound, right?
Yeah. I thought the same thing the week
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Finish this before we leave.
It's probably a bad DRW, kinda. I don't know what we're gonna do here with this strategy. Oh, this chest is still here.
We have to put Earthbind down because we're gonna push very fast. These He's probably gonna not have CD. Melee kill the front ones, range kill the back ones.
Hmm.
Make sure you think
That's
if you have
fucking
shrapnel on you.
crazy.
Good.
Shrapnel on me.
No!
Kill the bloods, kill the bloods, kill the bloods, kill the bloods. Finish these, they shouldn't heal. Can still
Oh,
hit
he
them when they're
healing.
against the boss.
You got these, Cal, or you need me?
I can get a PS now.
2% bloods, get your slows ready in the back.
We do need to kill these
Yes, Cal.
terrors, though. We need to kill these. Yes,
Just put
check.
them on the bloods and they'll die.
Yes, Cal. Oh, Marcus.
We have a huge dot now, so I need CDs probably, like Crunk.
They should
Need a
explode
sack.
off the...
Will.
Oh, this is
Just
not
finish
looking good.
them.
I took one off you.
Okay, go
Might be
boss.
Get you.
All damage on boss. And just, can we stack? We're completely dying.
All
The
damage
healers
on
up.
boss. You need to
Get
dream.
healers up. Get the
You need
healers
to
up.
dream.
Kill the boss, or we lose.
I'm trying. Oh my god.
Kill boss, or we lose. Kill
Oh
boss,
my
or we
god,
lose.
this is so
Oh my
close.
God.
We got it.
That was really fucking close.
Holy.
Dying.
The healers died.
Well, we were dying before that. We're taking like insane damage.
I think my healer committed Sui instead of not.
YOLO.
Usually have a link there.
Wasn't up.
Yeah, mine wasn't either.
Yeah, I think that was just killing the boss.
Ooh,
fast.
got a little blazing Drake, dude.
Alright. It's time to get on beta.
Nah, hell no.
3.
Rare.
That's good that we're getting the gems here, because I have to regem everything for pre-patch. Probably have to regem everything. Oh.
Go to the geologist, lads. Pass on the loot if you haven't yet.
See what else we get here.
You definitely went and beat that again, just because the first one wasn't loud enough.
Nah, I upped the speed.
Fuck.
It's getting too hot in there.
Probably have to bring back the other DKs. Get the rest of the gear for pre-patch.
So are we donezo then? Or what's the sitch?
If we get a buyer, I'll announce raids.
Then what are you gonna, like, have people sign up or just put whoever on it?
I just rostered people that said they were down for whatever on the poll.
Mailbox.
Yeah.
Either yeses or down for whatever's.
Might be some people who need some fucking guap.
Yep.
If you need some guap, you better make it known to Ken.
Achievement rate.
Like a
Ooh,
700K
yeah,
amount of credit
see you
went
in
through
MOP.
here.
Yeah. Achievement raid, yep.
We'll boot up the MOP beta here in a second. I also want to go over the VOD of our kills. Write some notes down. That actually might be pretty good. 990 dodge? I don't know how good that is. For pre-patch? Because, well, probably not good at all, but I'll just take it. Nobody else is going to take it, don't worry. And helmet, we already have. Okay. This pretty much concludes it. I still think we're probably going to go Cunning plus BLF for leveling in dungeons.
Is it officially announced that it's the 21st? Or is that still...
It's very, very likely that it'll be July 21st.
But it's not official, right?
It's not official, no,
It's
but
like
it's
a bear man sitch. Valentine's Day.
something like
99%
that.
guarantee it's on Valentine's Day. It's always on Valentine's Day.
Oh man.
See if we get anything here. On
Yeah, one for each of you guys.
thing, and then I think it's
Absolutely love to see it.
Warrior,
But
maybe
what are you doing
Paladin.
about the gold? Are we trading you or G Bank or are you mailing
I'll
it?
mail it. Yeah, I'll mail it.
All right, that's a GG. That's a wrap. No wipes.
Bless you, Turbo.
Jeez, I gotta go get Fear's
Yeah,
mount here.
I
real
already
quick.
have that. I already have it anyway.
Oh, you got it? Alright.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Alright, we're
All right. So two things I really want to do. Pull up the VOD here. There's some things I don't understand. The trash mechanic, I gotta figure it out, but I want to go over what's gonna happen next week. This should be the last run. All right. First of all, we're not gonna have this stupid 5-second lag every time, surely. They're fixing. It's a known bug. They just need to fix it. But you can see the problem with Vengeance is you're getting destroyed. Like, you're getting hit really hard over and over again by multiple mobs, and you're just not getting any Vengeance. And there's another issue where, let me just check real quick, because I think that was our first pull. Yeah, this was our first pull. There's another issue where you pull these bosses over and over again, and you get completely different numbers on your Vengeance. And also what happened, what kept happening is, I don't know why, but the monk, which is Kronk in this case, every pull, maybe except for this one, but every pull he would get more Vengeance to me with the same target count. It's like I had to keep taunting off of him just to get more Vengeance. So it looks like this pull is actually reverse. Which is kind of ridiculous because we're not using any externals, and he's, you know, it's just doing his own thing. The only other thing I wanted to check is how much damage we actually took. This should be the strategy for everybody, though. I don't know. We haven't really actually seen, not the stacking dogs, but how to paint tiles. We haven't seen any good tile painters. But if you do this strategy, by the time they power down, you're already back. Nothing else was crazy. Did I actually don't know if yeah, I think I pulled a mob off of him at some point here. And then he taunted back. I don't even know when. But he wasn't getting Vengeance and I was. That's so weird. Well, what's going to happen next time we get on MSV here? We're going to do the same strategy, but one tank. So you're getting literally all of them. You see 6 disbanded guildies in one raid? What does that mean? You mean people by my raid? Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of these guys are additions for MOP 2. It, Kronk, Milk is Cal is slapping. I think we have one more guy. Barachi is here. And then the rest are pretty much OG Who. Either OG Who or retail players to play with us. Yeah, this is a very good roster. They were saying probably the strongest prog roster that's ever been in this guild. I wanted to see if this triggers the RP for the boss as well. If that's Nick, played in Hom. Which one is that? We do have a couple of Hom applicants too. I know. Oh, let me. It does. Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, I don't know who Nick is from a place. That's awesome. I think this, so this right here, this is where you're really going to have to, so this entire situation where I spend half of the lust with 0 attack power, this just can't happen if you're trying to min-max your damage at all. So what's going to end up happening, I'm like almost sure that right here I just taunt as well or something. Taunt right here. He taunts back. I get the barrier. I come back. Now I have AP. I look at his bar to make sure he refreshes, and then I taunt again and get the debuff. And he then gets the second debuff. But you can see it's like, it's super scuffed. The Vengeance wasn't bad the entire raid. It's just most of the time it's super scuffed. I don't know what. So here I should have taunted as well, but I think I waited for 2 stacks just because that's what we agreed on. This is another fight that you're probably going to want to one tank at some point as well. Or go super crazy on the Vengeance. I don't think anything else went crazy wrong. Oh, I wanted to see how much the dots total. So we get 2 arcane. I think it's like 4 shadow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it's multiplicative, I'll have to see how much that hits for. But the thought is that you can also, if you're one tanking this for whatever reason, and you don't want the, I don't know. Maybe it's just never worth it. 1 epicenter is all we really care about, I think. We're just not using any CDs at all, and this is super chill. So I'm wondering if you find a way around the 1 epicenter, or people just don't care about it that much. Or maybe do that phase last and plan that like 1 epicenter you were gonna get anyway. think here Chicken Ball used Ice Block. I'm just looking at the Vengeance though. Kronk should have. He really dropped off there. He should have. See, he should have taunted a little before the Lightning Fists, so I can do it back. So that was 2 epicenters. We got a third one here as well. Oh, I think we had one burn. I mean, what do you... you guys are awfully quiet, but what do you think? All the MOP server experts. It looks like we could change the order of how we do this to where the epicenter phase goes last. So you only need to barrier one time, and you don't even need to nullify then at all. Basically, I don't know what else nullify really does for you. Yeah. If we reverse it, that means we get only one epicenter too. At most. Oh, this pull was crazy too. You'll see in a second. There's going to be even better tech than this, but we try to see what happens if you pull all 3 packs, because our performance was really, really bad. Look at my FPS, by the way. It's going to go a little down here, a little bit. I couldn't even press my buttons at this point, and I keep getting knocked onto the wall. But one of the things we have to check is what actually triggers the boss. Literally can't press anything. 5 FPS. Great job, Blizzard. Yeah. This is also one of the really weird bosses where Vengeance was... I don't know how to give Vengeance here. Kronk solved it somehow. But he himself, I don't think he knows how to do it. So, if you're not the doll and you're a tank, how the fuck do you give Vengeance? Like, I understand he taunted, but what gave him Vengeance is what I don't know. It was a little random, too. This needs to be solved. It doesn't even matter that I taunted or not. It literally doesn't matter. But I think I need to taunt for him to re-up. For him to retaunt, I need to also taunt. So, you'll see here, every single time he taunts, he gets AP, but I don't know. Because I don't think it happened for me. I don't know. We'll see here. It might be reproducible. He taunts and gets again. Maybe it's like literally a I taunt for him, he gets, and retaunt again. Yeah, I don't know. See right here, he also... This one was not even on me. This, threat-wise, it was on him. He taunts, but he still gets the refresh. 1 second, let's see. Right about here. I taunt. Okay. It seems to me like I have to taunt for him to retaunt, and then he also gets it. But if you taunt, so why did he refresh here is what I don't understand. It's hitting me. I don't know. Did he refresh here as well? 1 second. I'm blind. He refreshed there. Yeah. Every time he taunts, it refreshes. I don't think that happened for me, though. Let's see. Also, supposedly the spirits below, it's been proven now that the one... I am not supposed to see the DPS players' servers, and they're not supposed to see my non-nameplate one. But it should have a nameplate, so I don't know what the deal is. We'll have to see. Definitely incentivizes you to kill just your own, though, and you go up. Let's see what I did here. I don't think I taunted off of him. I was kind of shell-shocked still. I should have taunted right here. And I don't give Vengeance. And he taunts right back. But he already had it, so like, what? How does that work? That's what I mean. It's on him for sure. I taunt and I don't get a refresh. I don't even know why I'm standing in front. I shouldn't do that. Getting parries for free. Tank things. Zito dies because of Dull, I think, right? No, he gets sent down. Yeah. And here, I do taunt and get the AP. Yeah, it's just CBA. No clue. Somebody needs to solve this for us, though. Do I refresh is the question. It happened well there again. Do I taunt? I taunt and I don't get. It's just... Here, we also failed the DPS check, so I get banished in a minute, and at 20% it phases, right? We missed the DPS check by, like, 1 second or something. The DPS was really good until now, and it should have been even higher, but instead, I think it happened right here. Let's see what happens. He banishes me, and I instantly come up again. So, like, yeah, right there, 20.39. We missed a DPS check. So I stay up, but I'm no longer the tank. So I am going to lose my Vengeance. And he probably should have taunted again, just because what he said is you need to taunt to refresh it. But I think I taunt one more time eventually, yeah. And instantly get 50k without even getting no damage taken. I don't know. So weird. Smoke bomb, ICAF. Yeah, but you see, like, if Vengeance works correctly and we're able to leech Vengeance off of each other, that would be crazy if both of us had like 120k, right? Obviously, we won't both. What should have happened though is a DK, me, I don't get sent down. I got sent down for a quarter of a second, basically. So he swapped targets right here, and I'm also here, because I can't be banished in this phase. Just awkward. I didn't do too bad on that fight, but I mean... Yeah, we've talked about that a lot, but I don't know, again, what he does, what Crunk does on that boss fight has no mechanical relevance to this. Really what it was is the brewmasters were doing diffuse Zen meditation. So 1 second, let me pull this up because I talked to a few people today about that as well. 1 second. We'll pull this up as well, the issues, and then there was one more article. It had a great name. Brewmaster Monk Vengeance Overpowered. They actually changed the name now. Vengeance Passive Changes. It was called earlier, it was called Brewmaster Monk Vengeance Overpowered. Because that was like the thread. But this is what they were talking about at the time. And what you linked me is essentially now the same thing. This one. Yeah. Well, the monk thing was somebody gave the example of how you can diffuse in Scholomance, right? In Scholomance, in this version of the game on MOP, apparently there's a one-shot mechanic or something. And what a monk does, they just use diffuse, which is like 90% shield wall. And then they use Zen meditation, which is another 90% shield wall. And if they do it in that order, then they get like 100 something thousand vengeance. That's basically what that was. That's what started the issue. And then the other issue was inside of the raid as well. Yeah. So like a normal tank, it gets 20k or on a normal circumstance. And then if you do both of those together, for some reason, you get 100,000. And this has been done in P servers and on live way back in the day. It was done a lot, apparently. I got shown a couple of clips of what they used to do. And yeah, there's another Scarlet Monastery boss that one-shots you, like a fire one-shot, a fire whirl thing. But instead, you just, again, you diffuse, you Zen, and you just full vengeance, and then mobs come out and you're just killing everything. So they kind of put both of those together into this post. Both the raid issues that we were having, as well as the challenge modes where they can fully abuse this. So Brewmaster Overpowered is what it was called, and that's why. So as the beta continues, players have noticed that the Vengeance passive has performed inconsistently across various pieces of content. Because of this, Blizz will be making several changes to Vengeance mechanic in MOP beta for all tanking classes. So they're taking Brewmasters and normalizing it down and bringing everybody else stonks up a little bit. But also in raids, like I showed earlier, like the dog's not giving you any vengeance. That gets solved here. So vengeance no longer has DR on AP gain when fighting multiple enemies like the dogs. The dogs should ramp you up instantly every time they hit you. If you're tanking 4 dogs, you should be at 100 something thousand vengeance fairly quickly. This hasn't been happening. So what I'm saying is like it's like a mix of both that they did. Sure, yeah, it's supposed to be up this tomorrow. It should be up by tomorrow, but if it's not, then it's next week before MSV testing. I'll talk about that too. Vengeance will not provide increased AP even if the incoming attack missed. This is brand new. So missed attacks used to give you 0 vengeance. Now they're going to give you vengeance. You have a fourth source of vengeance. One is damage taken, the other one is parry, then dodge, and now misses are also going to make it just more consistent. This is an important line for us because no matter what, you're going to get vengeance as a tank. No matter what. Right now, you saw struggle, right? Like, if you look at my Fang earlier, I'm just sitting at like 0 vengeance. This was okay, sure, the dogs. But most pulls we didn't get that much, and I can show you other fights. Other characters on the same fight. Hold on a second. I want to show Fang again. How, like, even Crunk, I think at some point, he doesn't get hit. It's basically here. So all this time he's spending with his timer going down is misses and such. But the boss is not hitting him. He just doesn't ever get to refresh. So the consistency is going to go way up where literally anything the boss does to you, any mob does to you, will make you refresh your vengeance and increase. Vengeance AP from spells with missiles is now reduced. This is the vengeance for BM monks. He's already cranking on that fight. Yeah, we were doing really well, I think. But there is more room for improvement. Actually, I'm writing notes as we go. The Fang notes is basically, can we do Fang in a different order so we can either one tank it or we're just going to taunt off each other the entire time. But this right here is what we're talking about, the monks. Vengeance AP generation from spells with missiles is reduced by your DR for the first 3 seconds of damage reduction effect. So if I were doing shield wall and now the boss is casting a big fucking missile at me, the first 3 seconds of his cast, that it's not going to give you as much as it did. It's reduced. They didn't say how much. We'll have to test it. But basically you can't get to your, like, you can't get a half of your full vengeance from one magical hit because you're the only class that can do the diffuse Zen. And let me just make sure that I'm reading this correctly. I'm pretty sure it's 90 and 90, right? The diffuse plus Zen is 2 separate 90% DRs, which means you can survive literally anything in a game. It's actually better than cheat death because you straight up just survive. You don't even take damage, just vengeance. So, diffuser here reduces all spell damage taken by 90% and clears all magical effects on you, reversing them back to the original caster. So you'd basically, I don't know what my keybind is, but I'm, let's say it's like, I guess we're gonna forgo that for now, but basically, okay, G. So I would do like G, and then I would Zen Med, which is, oh, there you go, like this. And Zen Med is another full DR for 90%. Jeev, yeah, I don't ever think hard expertise is the thing for anybody, to be honest. Yeah, so you get 90% magic DR, and then you get another 90% DR for the next spell, cast against party and raid members as well. So as long as it's that missile, you're basically taking everybody's shit. It's actually impossible for you to die, and at the same time, you can't, you take all the vengeance from it. Which is what the this line right here means. Basically, this should be reduced to the point where you can't do this anymore. It doesn't mean Brewmaster is bad, but it's just not going to be broken in that aspect. And then to add to this, they said to compensate for this, Vengeance AP is now 1.8 unmitigated damage instead of 1.5. So they actually do give you more vengeance per every attack, whether you got a miss, parry, dodge, or just an attack that hits you. So the two big things that we can expect from this for everybody except for Brewmonk is when you are fighting multiple enemies, you're just going to get like increasing AP without the DR that they put on it. So you get a lot more attack power per mob attacking you. So if one dog attacks me for 80k and then another dog, attacks me for 80k, it's now 160k. That's not going to get diminished by every other dog that's going to join a fight and hit me for the same amount. The second one is this one where we are more consistently going to get vengeance because, or attack power through vengeance because they're adding the miss factor. And then the third one is that we're literally going to get more AP any time it'll be a hit or not. So you're getting more AP per every mob that you fight, and you're going to get it from misses as well. So now it's going to be very difficult for you to either lose that buff and have to refresh awkwardly, and just generally you're going to get a lot more AP. So all the things benefit from this. The biggest nerf is this for BM. The other thing is what I talked about earlier as well, where we had like a dog encounter where you have 28k AP the entire time, and then you have a dog encounter where you have double the AP. I'm pressing the same buttons doing half the damage. But this should be fixed anyway. Yeah, it'll definitely get rid of RNG for parsing and make this a lot more consistent. So for a player like me who's new to the game, I can now play any of the tanks and do fairly well. Versus I'm like a monk got X and I can press, you know, this button and boom, I'm done. And I can full vengeance and just go crazy. That's gonna be the main difference. Which I really want to test tomorrow. So I have this testing ground that I've been going to on my DK. And I think tomorrow's, if they put a patch in, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna love that. So far, that's the favorite news I've gotten. Even more than the lag at the beginning of the encounters. They're supposed to fix that too. All the encounters pretty much are bugged too. So definitely gonna get interesting when they fix them. The MSV is gonna be a joke of a raid dungeon. It's gonna be a complete joke. Easier than Firelands? In my opinion, if you're like mechanically inclined and you know what's going on in the fights, yes. Easier than Firelands. Like the fights there are like you just stand in front of a boss and kill him. Yeah, Zito, we should definitely play. I feel like Friday for sure. So tomorrow is like a classic day. But if they release it tomorrow, then yeah. Okay, so this skull right here. Oh shit, he's trying to kill him. Nope, this is mine. This guy will do a blade flurry that's gonna own the crap out of me, right? So you could say like the Zen medtech is basically the same. So he's just blade flurrying me and I'm just getting a bunch of attack bar. You can see it under my weak aura bar. And then it's just going to diminish because nothing else compared to this. So pulls like this, you're just going to get a bunch more AP consistent. And all the misses. Yeah, so you're going to do a lot of damage. We're not even trying to do this. The vengeance thing is just going to go crazy because you're not supposed to have 20k vengeance when you're tanking this many mobs. I'll go back to the VOD though real quick. Yeah, I do. Not stagger, but vengeance. So you can see right here on the bottom, I have my own. And if there's another tank in a raid dungeon, then another bar will pop underneath. I already had a weak aura that I made for the beta. It's right here. Because we're going to do a lot of fucking taunt swapping. I guarantee it. A lot of taunt swapping. So this is going to be extremely useful. Every single tank in the game needs to have this. If you're taking a raid, you have to have this. This is another really good example where you're taking 0 damage because the entire raid is soaking. And what monks would do is they would Zen med the one of the mechanics to just get full vengeance. Which apparently now they won't be able to do. So you'll sometimes see Krunk just go crazy big AP real quick. You need to get one for stagger. That's really easy, actually. 1 second. So all you got to do with stagger is, in this game, it's an aura. You don't really care about the damage that he's taking, but you could actually fetch tooltip. But that's all you're looking at, by the way, Zito. All you need is just like these 3. The light stagger, the moderate stagger, and the heavy stagger. And once you have that stoplight, you could fetch tooltip, but you don't even need to. And you'll just know if he's taking a little bit of a lot or a lot of damage. Yeah, it's super easy in this game. I can actually just make one for you. Yeah, for sure, Biggie. MOP's gonna be fun now that we're getting closer to how vengeance should be. I'm pretty sure Krunk cheated at some point here as well. Because he knows what to do. I'm pretty sure. Actually, we're probably going to wipe in this one. And we wiped. It's just crazy to me. I don't know. This might not actually be fixed. And then as soon as you take unmitigated the actual damage, then suddenly... This fight has like 3 bugs in it that are going to get fixed before next MSP. Yeah, what did Krunk do there? Krunk wasn't even with us. And he got 70k attack bar almost. In one go. Yeah. 36? 69. Where is he getting this? Both mobs are on me. Where's he getting it from? He's doing monk things with the mobs back there, surely. Or like, how is he doing that? Yeah. I don't know. Krunk. I need you for a second. In here? You mind? Hold on a second. I actually have Krunk with me on hand. Let's just ask him. Alright, I'm streaming the thing for you. Alright. I want to know what exactly you did here. So you're the square in the back. You don't take any damage. But you're going to go from 6.7k AP to almost 70k in 2 hits. But I don't think you take any damage. Both mobs are on me.
Yeah, I
Boom.
the double flank.
Yeah, I knew you had to have done something. But how do you take, like, literally 0 damage? Is it just a shield?
That I don't know. I feel like it is a shield,
Dude.
but I fucked up and didn't record most of my VODs for this week.
Ah.
So I can't tell you for sure.
But they're supposedly not actually nerfing that part about what's happening. They're doing just the diffuse plus Zen is going to get nerfed, but not that. So
Yeah. No, that is really good. I think Suffer and I were talking about it a little bit last night. Solo soaking a massive, definitely on the table when it's not bugged. Whole lot safer, honestly. Like you could soak the one right before the first annihilate. Just double up on 50s like you were saying.
So right here, this one?
Yeah, so it does one, and then you soak the second one solo, and then you just put the annihilate, bait it out the same way you were talking about. Just face it away from the raid.
Yeah.
So they don't have to move at all.
Yeah, what the thing is right here, you do any 1, any 2, and then you just go through the boss instantly. Nobody else moves. So he would still, the animation would be towards the back. And then you just walk through a second time, and the Annies use it again. And then you just, that's like the earliest I think you can get it. The question is, how do we survive 2.8 mil? And how do you get healed back? Because you're going to proc Purgatory unless we get like 3, 4 CDs.
I don't even think it's a bad idea to stack 3 or 4 on top of each other just to save the perk.
Yeah, we don't really use them either until much later. Everything is
There's
open.
no reason to use them on the first 2. I think that's your move.
Alright, and then this one, nobody touches this one. I mean, you could do it as a monk if you're still playing it.
I'll be playing Windwalker on this fight for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Be cranking. Been putting some time into the 5-mans on Windwalker. It's a miserable version of it, but it'll do damage.
Let me know when you're playing, because Zito and I are probably going to do a bunch of the challenge points and just regular heroics as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll be around this weekend.
I want to...
There could be a world where double brew ends up being the meta for both like pushing challenge modes and like challenge mode sales. And I mean, I don't think anyone could fucking beat us too when it comes to that if you end up wanting to do that.
Yeah, I'll definitely do whatever. I'm down to play the game. Alright, one more thing and I'll let you go.
Yeah, for sure.
So right here, you said only tanks can get the barrier and nullifying, right?
Yep.
Right, so here what I should have done is I should have already gotten hit. And then we just literally ping pong back and forth. So right here, we should both have had 50k the entire time. Because if you see this, by the time I actually get my first Vengeance stick, I'm halfway through the lust. No skull banners, everything is gone.
Yeah, exactly.
I think with that and a Vengeance for next week, so just those 2 points, and then constantly bounce back and forth. I lose it one more time right here. I should have taunted earlier. if we keep the Vengeance and things, I think we should probably do the Fire phase third, which we ended up doing here on accident.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, it does seem like a good idea, especially if we only end up getting like we can drag it even further away if we do that.
Yeah.
And it might end up letting us get only one epicenter, and I don't even have to
Exactly my point.
stun with the lightning fist. Yeah.
Yeah, so this was epicenter 1. We get a second and a third in this one. Barely get a third.
If we milk it really nicely and like line up our skull banners there, especially, that's just more damage too, because I can take your debuff on the lightning bard.
Yeah.
Instead of having to worry about the lightning fist.
Yeah, so you see, like, right here, we only get 1 draw flame.
Yep.
So I'm thinking we're going to get 1 epicenter anyway, which either we use CDs to do the draw flame, right? And then I do the barrier on epicenter. And worst case, we get 2 at most. Which would mean we would still be doing the same thing anyway.
I think it's a good idea, because I mean, just having the barrier for the epicenter is going to be the most important thing.
The boss would be that, I think, to be very honest.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Super possible.
We're both rolling. This is the highest vengeance state as well. This in the shadow. So here, you're shooting up to 100k. Like, if we do really good swaps, and because I was just shocked, right? I was shell shocked. But if I actually play with you and you constantly bounce it, things are gonna die really quickly. I didn't even play that well on the last beta.
I mean, I don't think I did either. Yeah, we just got a ton that
Yeah.
we can pull out of the classes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we're definitely not even too 110k, but like we could definitely do a lot more to do the epicenter last.
Yeah, I 100% think that's the move. The whole lightning fist is just a lot of mental bandwidth for Ball too.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
on the dam.
He was freaking out. In this, Ken was talking about the reflect as well. I don't think the reflect kills me. It's just needing to use CDs when the big guy's out.
Yeah, and you'll have literally everything, so I think you'll be completely fine.
All right, man. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem, man. You take it easy.
All right, so that was Crunk. So yeah, Lion. Like we suspected, it was a Zen meditation on the double flank, which shot him up to 70k attack power and a GCD. But to be fair, that's not going to get nerfed, so he's still able to do that. However, we're probably going to play him Windwalker on this. We'll see. None of these things are like top secret or anything at all, by the way. Yeah, Zen med. So am I still my monk? Nah, I'm on my DK. We showed earlier that like all he would do, the 2 flanks would come at him, right? And he would just use his Zen med right there, tick, tick, and then just go along with his day. Like nothing even happened. And he probably was Spirit Shelled, which I need to add. Hold on a second, let me write a note. Add Spirit Shell to the tracker, because that's a crazy spell when the priests use it. I didn't even know how crazy it was until Shake told me. The hell? That's a D-sack. If D-sack was in Kata? Yeah. Remember how, like, a paladin would bubble D-sack you? And you would get Divine Guardian and a sacrifice on top? Yeah, we definitely aren't abusing any of the CDs for the raid, though. So, like, hold on 1 second. Let me definitely gotta write this down before I forget. This is a global add Spirit Shell to tracker. If you look at the VOD again, you'll notice that, like, this is the end of the fight, basically, and we still haven't used much of anything. Everything is free. And it's not because we're complete noobs. I don't even bother asking for anything because everybody is progging together, right? This was our 4th clear together, but it's still prog. So I think it's really cool to not make players do things they don't necessarily need to. The reason why I died here was I kind of killed us, right? Am I the one who killed us? Yeah. Here I thought I'm far away enough, and I made a mistake and blood boiled. I don't know why I thought I was far enough, just in a moment. But, you know, that could have been dealt with much better for me. And then we We do end up killing him in a very, very scuffed way. But let me see the last one, because Crunk does come out. This is one run before, so I have like 3 runs here, 3 and 1. But I'm pretty sure Crunk might have died here as well. Where the boss just, he gets so ridiculously overpowered that he can just 2-shot you. On a brew, it's a little scary, because you have shitty DRs. I'm sure you could probably purify it, but I don't know. So yeah, this is like, the biggest thing is that we're, Denarok is doing dummy things on a beta, on a PTR. He's purgatoring himself just for more uptime without parries. But I don't think he parries you anyway when he's casting. But I just want to show real quick the third boss. So the bugs here are going to all get fixed. We're not worried about that. It's going to make the fight easier for tanks and harder for DPS without the 2 bugs. But the main takeaway from us is, I think, like, this is definitely one tankable. The reason why you wanted to do a 2 tank there is like this situation right here, this scenario. Crunk taunts Subitai onto him. This is the arrow guy, the hunter. And the reason why he's taunting him every time on the beta is because the fight is bugged. And the Rain of Arrows ability, it's supposed to be cast on the raid, it gets cast on him. The beta is not down, no. So if the tank doesn't need to do crazy shit like this, like a second person taunting out, then you can probably 1-tank this fight as well. Just want to see how much damage he took when the big guy came out. Xian? It's not Xian, is it? The other guy. I don't know, I always get it mixed. Ming? Yeah, Meng. Ming. Meng. So his damage is going to ramp up every time his energy goes up. And I think Crunk event, like, he probably gets 2-shot here. But I can't remember. We'll see. He takes him away just because of the shield. Yeah, he gets a PS. And he's getting owned. I have no idea how he's dealing with his stagger, by the way. I'm not tracking that. Maybe I should. I could do that. Hold on. That's a to-do list. Add stagger to unit frame. So that's even better for you, by the way, Ztol. Instead of like a bar, you have his unit frame up anyway, you just add his stagger to it, the stagger icon. And you could add a tooltip to that as well. But yeah, he's just getting owned. Right here, 76, 78, 80. Yeah, right here. 82% damage. Look at Crunk. Crunk's HP is just almost depleted. That was crazy. Still kept alive, though. Dude, did he PS? What happened? Did he PS late? To analyze this. Okay, yeah, he doesn't. We have 3 PS open, and he's trying to greed it a little bit. But to be honest, with our DPS, we don't get a second big guy phase anyway. So you wanted to front load all these CDs, which is what I'm talking about. 1-tanking it would probably be okay because you could just chain. You're going to have 2 PSs and probably an Iron Bark as well. Zoo died there. That's 3 different CDs you can have for sure, plus a demo banner. Yeah, that'll be really good. Like, he didn't need to call for a PS, I feel like, with 3 discs, but it's really awkward because any one of you guys can be pressing it at any moment. Let me see how he gets. Okay, he does get a second phase. He definitely gets a second phase. Let's see how big he gets here. Oh, we're in a link anyway, so it doesn't matter. Link plus barrier, and he's hitting me for 0. I mean, I have full vengeance because he's hitting me really hard, right? But he's practically hitting me for 0. I might get 2-shot here. I don't have will either. Let's see. I bone shield. Maybe I asked for a PS. I should have asked for a PS. Yeah, okay. There's a PS. A little late by me. I also didn't Hellstone there. That was a little scary. But this phase is such, like, the time that you spend in him just absolutely demolishing you is so short that you can definitely, like, build up your CDs. And look at all the CDs we have. That's 20% HP from these 2 warriors, a barrier, Vigis, which are literally for free DRs, demo shouts. This can be done much better in our group. And RMP doesn't have a Arm Bark, evidently. Ferals don't get that ability. So yeah, this fight is probably going to end up getting one tanked anyway. Not just because of Vengeance, but the fact that you just don't need a second tank and then the other guy can crank the Windwalker, which their ender is probably not here. It's probably sleep or whatever. But I'd imagine Windwalker does really well there as well. Let's not talk about this trash. Let's go right to Elegon, because that is a fight I need to improve on for sure. So here, my glyphs got reset. And I didn't even notice they got reset. How bad I am. I didn't notice they got reset, as in, like, I didn't know what I'm doing with them at all. Literally have no idea what's going on here. And then we're calling to do the trash, so I just go on with my day without actually changing my glyphs to what I needed. Yeah. Yeah. The bad thing is here that, like, see, I didn't even know there's so much shit going on and we're trying to speedrun this place that I don't even notice that I don't have Pesty going off on things. I have Rolling Blood, which makes your blood boil basically act like a Pestilence, right? But I don't notice that I don't have the Pestilence glyph on to make it 5 extra yards, which you have to have for Elegon. So we're going to skip this and right to the fight. This is another one of those, like, you probably don't want to really DR Elegon's breath, probably, to get more vengeance. Because right there, what did I do? Just Bone Shield, and I'm barely getting any vengeance from this. Just Bone Shield, and he's hitting me for 75k per missile. So this is where, like, the AP change from Vengeance is going to affect us negatively on this one specifically. Also, his draw power was bugged as well, Elegon. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, you ramp up, and by the time you finally get enough AP, like, you already phased them. Not ideal for a tank, for sure. But yeah, not much going on in here. This is what I mean. So, so dumb. Like, how did I not notice this? I jump in a blood boil, like I'm a good boy, right? It hits everybody, but I don't actually pestilence anything because I don't have my glyph. So for this fight, if you're gonna write a note down, it's that you have to have the glyph, the pesty glyph, this one. All it is 5 yards, but it makes it so you don't need to worry about it hitting anything that's far away. And you can also just jump, and if you jump, it becomes even better. Is this guy a boss? Just an elite? How do you engage this guy? You just don't? Obscured from attackers. Anyway. Let me... I'll just... I'll hearth there. It's faster. You can see it best on a target dummies with and without the pesty glyph, but it's just something you may as well keep on you the entire time. For everything. Oh, I played horrendous as well. Horrendously miserable. Just garbage. But that's what the beta is for, Ztol. We're actually first time there, even if it's 5 runs back to back, or 4 runs, whatever we did. Alright, so generally, if you blood boil here, you see how, like, even with jumping, I can only get basically 1 target. My blood boil hits all 3 of them, but blood boil activates pestilence, which is 5 yards shorter than usual. So it doesn't really matter where I stand. I'm not able to get pesty to all 3 targets. So all you need to do is just glyph it, and it's instantly, boom, it works. So you'll see right here. You can't get 4, but it's damn close. Like, look how far I am from that thing, and it's just, it goes off. Let me get a rune here. So, Pesty Glyph At least for this dungeon, you just gotta have it on. You can't accidentally not have it on, or you'll end up like me and all this damage I missed from my plagues. My 2 diseases. Anyway, his drop power is also supposed to reset every time, and apparently it didn't work properly. I didn't really look into all that once we were fighting. But yeah, make sure you have your pestiglyph on for the whole dungeon, basically. Even for trash. After this, what did I do? I think I needed to snapshot army once I got attack power, and probably the ghoul as well, only once he starts hitting me. I saw Jordy fell off here. Jordy fell right into the pit here. So this is Jordy's situation, right? The circle comes up, the swirly, and he's like cornered, and he just jumps off accidentally. I think, what was I doing? Was I testing it? Yeah, it actually does give you AP, probably. But it hits for so much, like what? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just capping. The thing might have hit me at the same time. Okay, that's Elegon damage. Boom. Yeah, okay. It doesn't. The swirly does not give you vengeance. But these sparks, with a new change, okay, listen, carefully. With the new AP change, and we're going to test it out on the MSV beta next week or whatever, these ads, you want to keep them alive and on a tank. You do not want to kill them. If they give you attack power, you do not want to kill these. They do hit pretty hard, but we also don't use CDs on a tank. We could definitely use CDs on a tank. At least keep them up alive long enough so I can, like, D&D and whatnot. But you see how, like, they're owning me, and they're not giving me any attack power in return. This is going to be crazy next week we test it. It's going to be crazy. What did Koshi die to, by the way? He didn't die to me, did he? None of these go to Koshi. Oh, who's this? Barachi? And Piss Guy. No. Koshi's death is not my fault. So right here, you probably have like 100k attack power at this point. And this is where I'd army. But this drop power is supposed to not be here, apparently. They said they're going to fix that. So he's taking extra damage. There's a damage imp on him. Which we're not supposed to get. But yeah, this is where you would... So with all these ads, the ad phase finishes, and this is where you're supposed to do your little army. Yeah, that's swirly. It's 175k damage on me. So yeah. Nobody told us it's a swirly of death. And let's see what else happens here. Was this a wipe? Yeah, actually. Oh, I remember what happened now. We didn't have a soaker on the other side or something of that matter. Oh, Ztol. Come on, man. That was your death there. Where were you? Were you here with me? Yeah, there you are. Actually. What did you do, though? You went back into it? Oh, a new one spawns on you. Oh, my. Okay. You should have PS'd yourself first. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. They, the sparks spawn from these swirlies, so I have to kind of stand on top of them. So that I might also be making people uncomfortable with that. And I think the floor is supposed to come up earlier or something. I forget what the other fix was. I'll read it to it in a second. Hold on. Actually, let me read it now, just before I forget. So I have this super zoomed in. There is actually a document now that says exactly what's wrong with every boss. So, I don't know about that. Okay, that's a fix. Pushing Elegon to 50% during the pillars phase triggers drop power to start simultaneously. Which means we didn't get it here, right? Because we were already phased. Yeah, so we might not even get... So maybe I misunderstood what they said. Let me see what else. His drop power does not end when the players fail to kill an energy charge. Yeah, okay. We're about to see this bug then. Then yeah, so what you would do is you'd get all of these ads on you as the phase starts, and then you would cast army on the boss and call for AoEing them down. that would probably be mega damage for the DK or whoever is tanking. And Krunk is much higher on Venji because he's actually tanking them. But here, I think we let the charges get to their pillars, right? And this is where he's supposed to not draw any more power. So like right now he's super amped, right? 11, and they let them go on the next one. Let's see. 13 and still going. I mean, it won't even matter to our guild. It just won't matter. But yeah, let's see what that means now. Touch of the Titans is not properly applying to the player for a delayed period of time after phasing. I don't know about that either. Did it not? I mean, I feel like I instantly had it there. Okay. And then Will is like the only fight in the entire MSV that you got full vengeance on. So it was the most fun for somebody who knows what they're doing. So the first portion of this is completely useless. They're just showing you the mobs you're going to fight later. And then a dance. I was able to do 3 of the 5 dances because I'm just dog shit. But also these guys, they keep moving with the tank. I don't think they said anything about that. But basically, yeah. Will of the Emperor does not trigger the encounter to end on wipe. That's okay. Devastating combo visual does not always match the actual area of effect, which you'll see here in a minute. And it doesn't spawn enough ads, which we're just going to get more. Yeah, you and Krunk definitely got it better the next time. This is really annoying though that he will sometimes move with me. Like he's queuing his ability and he'll just move with me. So the animation looks completely different. And also this, like that was crazy. That was too close. Let's see if he changes orientation here. He already did a little bit. That's his last hit. And then this is where you crank. Like this is where so we're putting him together like Morchok with the 2 ads and then taking him out before it's time to dance. But you can see our vengeance is just going to shoot up here. So basically at every time that you are doing this phase, basically midway through, you peek at vengeance and you're supposed to, like I did use my army here. I could have done so much more damage, but I'm just dog shit noob. Was that fair? Was that supposed to get hit there? Probably. There have been more egregious ones where I get hit out of the circle completely. I just didn't play the fight really well. Like I am not aware that it's happening. I'm on at the very edge of it. That's my bad. I'm gonna get a weak aura to just give me a bar that shows the energy, so I kind of know exactly what's going on without having to move my face anywhere. I wasn't doing too bad here after that one, I don't think. Just not really good. But anyway, the reason why it's important to do really well is because you're going to have so much vengeance. It's like it actually shows you how much damage a tank can do, right? We're going to shoot up here in vengeance, and I probably use DRW defensively here. We also screwed our CDs up with this bolt. For whatever reason, I forget why. But yeah, you want to peek on AP and then just instantly use your CDs and own. Every time you complete a dance correctly, you just get 1,000,000 damage. You get hit by that center one way back? Yeah. I don't even look at anything anymore. But every time I did, if you lose attention for a second, or you don't do like efficient movement, you're just dead as a DK. Not dead, but you take damage. That's like fully reaction time, this dance. It's not a fun dance. It really isn't. Some people might argue and say, yeah, you're dog shit. I really do think I didn't do well there, but unless you've done this a few times already. You just can't pay attention to anything except for the boss. See, like, he actually was not looking backwards. And then suddenly he did, right? Or am I wrong? Look at him here. He's looking at me. And that tripped me out. I don't know why. It shouldn't trip me out at all, because I shouldn't even look at him. I should look at where the arc is, right? But look at that. It says arc, right? And I'm like, Hey, what's up, Archie? No, it didn't say that specifically that, but they did say the visual doesn't match the actual area of effect, which you can see I also like dodge them very awkwardly and get away sometimes, and at other times I dodge them properly and don't get away. I don't know if we'll see it in this attempt right here. This is our very last attempt, and I'm pretty sure we just one-shot this. Like right there, I probably should have gotten hit, to be honest. We just need the mobs to not move, though. That's like the craziest part is that their orientation, they move with you, so they can get really awkward if you don't look for a second. Yeah, I got the button here finally. So anytime you get the button, it's just 1,000,000 damage. If I ever use it. Yeah, I do use it. Let me see. Did it actually show up? Yeah, it didn't even show up. Weird. Yeah. I think the next MSV is going to be, it will actually look like a joke if I remember all of this. Which is why I'm making these VODs. See, that's like, I'm a complete, this is a disgrace, is it not? It was a disgrace. You can't actually say, oh, unlucky. Nah, it's just, I suck. I don't look for a second. I'm literally not looking at what's going on. And this is why I moved here regardless. I think I was looking at my fixation. I got fixated and I looked at that. But anytime you turn your face away from what the boss is doing as he's dancing, you're probably just dead. Yeah. Nah, it's not a good look, because tanks are supposed to own, and I did my homework, but I didn't really know what to focus on, which I fix it. Already topping damage, so it's good enough, right? Now we just need to gap everybody. That's like the next step. And back to full vengeance with no CDs on Soul Reaper. I'm going to have one more round, I think. We're going to fast forward this a little bit. I think I get one more round properly with the opportunity strike. Yeah, nice. I could have probably waited one more GCD, and instead of armied here, like what I should have done here is IBF army for the snapshot, and then DRW after that. That's also something I need to write down actually. On a DK. I don't think I want to play anything else but the DK for MSV. But yeah, a lot of people, it wasn't just me who got hit. A lot, like, if you see my raid frame, so this was like, Ken has been doing the 26th man for the guild, right? Because he couldn't make it. He won't be able to make it for the launch, so he's making, or letting Kronk main tank with me. And so Ken was watching my stream on Discord, so I just leave all these frames on. But you can see all of these little exposed armors are people who fucked up. Like, look at Turbo. Not to name names, but look at Turbs over there with a 7-stack. But yeah, it's absolutely a dog shit dance to do when you're not paying attention for even a second. And my attention span was so bad that I didn't even notice we didn't have Sunders for most of the fight either. So I do have this nifty little tracker here, but I just completely ignored the fact that we didn't have Sunders. And the reason why it's like stupid is because we have a Feral, and I didn't have the presence of mind to say anything. We are also missing Master Poisoner on some of these, so it's just a COE from the Warlock. But he's also progging, and he's also dead. But yeah, I think MSV is a fun little dungeon when you're actually trying to go fast. It's so easy to the point that you can just speedrun it for fun. You don't even have to compete. But yeah, that's the whole dungeon. This took us, with 2 wipes and wiping on trash, it took us less than an hour. It's like 50 minutes or whatever. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I know people think it's jail and it fucking sucks and whatnot. That's actually my favorite part, is beta and PTR. It became my favorite part. Just being able to learn, and then you watch your VODs and you're not actually you're not physically wasting anybody's time because everybody's learning, right? That's like the one place you have to make all the mistakes in the world, as long as you can review yourself and get better. Hoffen Terrace, yeah. Everybody says they're extremely difficult compared to MSV. MSV is just a starter raid, you know, you log in, you own, but I think that if you are well prepared, and we have Crunk and Chicken Ball, there are two really, really good raid leaders, both of them, and good players, we're safe. We're good to go. So, now with the Vengeance fix as well, I'm actually excited for the next one. That's going to be fun. I think even that just MSVing over and over and over again, it's going to be fun. I actually can't wait, because the dog cleave is going to be crazy, I think. Full-on dog cleaving. The only thing I really got to figure out about the DK is like the Soul Raper, but I think I have it fixed nicely now. Oh yeah, so they do dog cleave with Suffer on a P server. Hold on a second, let me show. Don't mind my extra T's. My T keybind is messed up. This is Crunk and them and cow slapping. This is Suffer, the main tank here. You can see how, like, look at his Vengeance. It's right here. And as soon as he gets 4 dogs, he just goes bananas, right? But look how much more Vengeance he gets than us. Like, at this point, I had maybe... How long? 18 seconds into the fight, okay? This is super relevant and important. That's why I'm showing it. Because I'll show you how much damage we did versus him. How much he did. And it makes sense, right? Even if I fuck up all day, I shouldn't be that far behind, right? So we're looking at 18 seconds into the fight. Which, on the details, let's say, now, right? We're at 41 and 52k. He's already at 122. For reference, this being double, it's fucking insanely more damage. It's insane how much more damage you get. And he already spent his DRW. Like, you could say he actually didn't use it correctly. Suffer is a really good player. Maybe he knew what he's doing, but I wouldn't use DRW there. If I know for a fact I'm getting 120k in a second, I'm holding it. Also, next week I'm going to be tanking all 4 dogs, so that's what should happen, right? But you can see look at his damage. He's just going crazy. All of these guys are going crazy. Must be nice. Must be nice. They also don't move the dogs, where what we did, Crunk and I, also, why is this happening, right? Like, this disco crazy. Shouldn't be happening. But by the time they get to 70%, we painted the entire room and came back. I don't think that's what they're doing. Our damage numbers are similar. I don't know if Barachi wasn't here, right? I don't see him here. It's Para from Space Force. But basically, Barachi is up here. Higher than the tanks. 531. At 70%. So I think our strategy is just better. And now it's just a matter of tanking 4 dogs and not 2. Oh yeah, but keep in mind, yeah, he's climbing, his attack bar is climbing, and he's only tanking 2 dogs. Or am I wrong? Maybe 3 dogs. 209k. How much am I getting? What percent of the dogs at? 55 seconds in, okay? Let's go. 55 seconds in. He has 3 times as much AP as me. Just give me out. Don't worry, though. We got big plans for next BTR. And he keeps climbing and climbing. This is why I'm saying, like, next week, this is going to be fun. This is awesome. And he's just gapping the entire raid at this point. Just absolutely gapping everybody. And then you go to raid on beta and people are asking, yo, are you not supposed to do damage here as a tank? Or I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I suck. But that's why I made that Vengeance tracker for me and Crunk. Because it just doesn't make sense. DRW here with 200,000 attack power. There's Krunk, by the way. Number 3 there. Our main tank. Yeah, so that's gonna be the fate of all people who multi-tank on this fight. And the more mobs you tank, the more vengeance you're supposed to get. So keep that in mind. I don't know if we're gonna get as much as he is getting here, but it's definitely gonna be quicker and more consistent. That's for sure. And then you don't have to steal the other guy's tank. The other tank, you don't have to steal his mob either. It feels bad, probably, but it's necessary. You just gotta get that attack power. Gotta get it. There's nothing else going on in the fight, so I thought this was a really fast kill as well. Did we kill faster than them? No way, right? It's impossible. Yeah, it is impossible. This is a 147. And theirs was how long? Oh, we actually killed it faster than them. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if they had any modifiers on that P server though, so. You're trying to do this. The name that keeps getting brought up is Serendipity. I don't know if it means he's doing it as Windwalker or a tank, but that's what the guild keeps bringing up for whatever reason. He's like, he's up there. Oops. Let me get in. So yeah, the next step I think is like learning how to play the challenge modes or just in general how to play 5-mans really quickly. Zito and I are gonna start doing that probably on Friday. Since tomorrow is a classic day. You gotta speed run and whatnot. So. Yeah, that's not me. If you guys have a VOD, I'll definitely watch it. But scrubbing through VODs, I don't even scrub through my own. Outside of GDKP Saturday, you're free. For sure. Yeah, we have Memorial. What do you think about Friday, Zito? How's that looking for you? Try to get Kronk on Windwalker as well. See what his schedule is like. And like just commit a bunch of hours into the weekend. Let me see real quick. 1 second. Saturday, Sunday, Monday for Memorial, yeah. Long holiday. Long weekend for the holiday. Oh, I wanted to figure out, I don't know if any of you guys know, if Bloodbath is broken or not. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work. For the next 12 seconds, I thought every single special you do is supposed to get 1 extra tick, or stack rather. But then when I hit him, it just shows as 2. Is it like, is this a non-refreshable thing? Because if that's the case, you definitely want to, well, it seems like you always want to stack it with big CDs, right? Like max attack power. Just seems awkward that it's not well, like, I don't know. I have to ask around it, I think. That's the bad part about not being a part of any Discords. Gonna have to figure that one out. Probably gonna play this in dungeons as well. It's not gonna be my main ever. Unfortunately, I think Prop Paladin is actually gonna, after the BDK, the Prop Pally tier 14 is gonna become the popular tank, from what everybody says. Definitely not for challenge modes, but for raid. Alright, one more go here. the Vengeance tracker for myself and the other tank on Wago? No, I actually have to put it up. So there's two types of Vengeance trackers right now. The one you're talking about right here, I am going to upload this for a fact, and I'll put it on my Discord as well, probably tomorrow morning. Tomorrow being Thursday. I'm going to have a version of this right here, and then the main version that I'm going to run is actually underneath. It's going to be a part of my WeCora packages where you always have your own bar, and then in raids, you're going to gain a second bar underneath of yours with a class color or whatever they are. And it's going to be similar to this, just with other names and icon. The TLDR for the Vengeance is everybody but Brewmaster is super fucking happy. You're going to get more Vengeance per hit. You're going to get more Vengeance per mob hitting you. And now any attack that misses you towards you also gives you attack power. That's the three main points. The downside to all this is Brewmaster is no longer going to be able to avoid getting one shot by spells by doing Diffuse Magic plus Zen Meditation, the 90% plus 90% decrease. Alright, man. Have a good night, Lion. We're almost done here as well. I think this is it's probably okay for the Prop Warrior. There's not much going on with Prop Warrior. Maybe Bloodbath. That's about it. I just don't really understand it. For tier 14, what I was told is Prop Pally... I mean, I was just showing a bunch of graphs of people playing the Peace server, and Prop Pally becomes extremely, extremely good because of haste, is what they said. But everybody picks it for the heals and the damage. Again, I don't really know what that means. To me, playing it from 85 to 90 was a lot of fun, but it's definitely not as good as Prot Warrior or BDK, even for multi-target leveling just in general. Because you're basically stuck. You're just stuck to, like, you're only doing damage to 3 targets. Hammer of the Righteous does 0 damage. The missile portion, yes, Yant. So I went over this earlier, but basically, we went over every single point. You think I'm able to find it? You're wrong. Yeah. It's AoE. Any target beyond the first one will also give you attack power without DR on it. You get AP if you get misses on you. You're now doing 1.8% on mid damage instead of 1.5, so you gain 0.3% unmitigated damage into your Vengeance calculation for every single hit or miss. And the only thing that got changed negatively is this one right here. So you can't Zen Med with diffuse Zen Med ultimates that are supposed to kill you and then get full Vengeance from one hit. Propelli is dog shit. This is beta. Oh, it should be Thursday, this Thursday, but some people are speculating they're only going to fix it by the next build. One of the comments that they had, let me see what it was about. I'm pretty sure they commented about a different bug, and they said it's going to be in the next build. But people are thinking it's not tomorrow, which it should be. So I don't know. We'll have to see. This is why I'm skeptical, but who knows. So basically, Prop Paladin, you want to get hit because Avenger's shield gets reset, right? But it's just a problem of, like, Hammer of the Righteous doesn't do any damage. Like, it can hit all 4 targets, it's fine, but it doesn't do damage. So you're basically stuck with, like, the shield and Shield of the Righteous. So the only time you'll do a lot of damage right now is if you pop both Holy Avenger and that. And even now, you see, like, my haste is so low that my GCD is just like, or my CDs are not fast enough, right? I shouldn't be waiting not a single time. There should be a combo point generator in every single one of my GCDs. And there just isn't. Which is, like, this is the main issue that people are having with Prop Paladin right now. Keep in mind, I have Omega negative gear here. This is like this is a character I leveled up from 85 to 90, so it doesn't have any haste or anything like that. But either way, I was told by the all the MOP experts that you kind of just have to wait for tier 14 gear to actually have enough haste to make it work. But that's all you're doing, right? Like you're building the 3 combo points just like we always do. You build a 3 and you shield. And the shield gives you a ridiculous DR based on your mastery. That's right here. The Mastery Divine Bulwark. Basically what it means is every time that you're going to use Shield of the Righteous, which requires 3 points, you're going to get... Again, keep in mind my gear is dog shit, okay? So don't like take it too seriously. But I DR 35% physical damage every time that I have 3 combo points. And the time, the buff up time actually increases on every consecutive hit. So you see how that's like a 3-second buff on me? If I were able to hit another Shield of the Righteous before the first one wore off, it would add it up. And so you can get up to like maybe 6 or 7, or maybe even 8, I forget, seconds. If you can hit every single GCD as a 3 combo point. And so the haste affecting everything is the big downside right now. It's just you don't have the gear for it. But you can see like that 4.36 cooldown, it's green. It means it's going to go down with the more haste you have. Everything goes down. So you're non-stop just cranking those shields, man. Like non-stop. Like even now I'll do a little more because I have the Holy Avenger. But this is how it's supposed to look. And I'm still not enough. Just barely keeping that Shield of the Righteous up. Yeah. This is what I was told. Again, I haven't played it. I'm not an expert. I'm just a tank. But to me, playing with my UI, the way I'm looking at it is, it will definitely work. It's actually going to be hella fucking fun. But I don't think anything is going to compare to like a Grim Battle where you have all the mobs are hating you and it causes your Avenger shield to reset. And it also gives you a combo point. So you're non-stop spamming fucking combo points. Non-stop. That's fun. That's like the highest APM you can go in this game, I think. Even more than Monk. For sure, actually. The highest APM tank is probably a Prop Paladin with good haste. Anyway, let me see where it's at. Before I forget. When you dodge or parry a melee attack, you have a 30% chance of refreshing the cooldown of your Avenger's Shield and causing it to generate a charge of holy power. So this used to be, you cast Avenger's Shield, and through that cast, you might get a proc of Grand Crusader. Now, it's every time you dodge or parry, you have a chance to proc it. But yeah. And regarding the heal, people were talking about how like you can heal other people with that. I haven't actually seen anywhere where you heal personally other than Eternal Flame. So basically, you have so much holy power where your CD on all your abilities is so short. You have so much holy power. If you notice on the right side here, there's like a stacking buff. Every time you spend your 3 combo points, you get a stack of that buff. Bastion of Glory causes your Eternal Flame to get increased healing per stack. Up to 5 stacks. So if we stack it really quickly, which this is also really slow, by the way, yeah. When I was leveling, obviously the DR on haste was much lower, so like it was cranky. But here you go. You do 102% extra healing with Eternal Flame, which is off the GCD. That's your Word of Glory. And you can do between 1 to 3 combo points. So you could like have 2 combo points and off the GCD heal somebody or yourself. It also gives you a hot. Besides that, I don't really know how they meant that Prop Paladins are healing other people or like whatever they meant. But I'll have to see. I also don't have VODs of anybody playing Prop Paladin in modern P servers. Maybe somebody has it. Gotta fish them up. But what else do we have? Like, Paladin doesn't really have anything. We have Devotion Aura for the group, which is 20% magic DR, and I think we can increase it by up to 40% magic DR, but only for the Paladin. Sorry, no. Only Paladin, but 1 minute duration instead of 2. Or sorry, it's cooldown. Light's Hammer. What's that? You gotta teach me these things, because I'm not an expert. Oh, this. Yeah. Hello. That's my unfinished portion of the UI. I haven't logged onto this since I hit 90. Yeah. That looks like it would heal really well too. Damn, is that Option City? Have any keybinds? No, not really. Let's see. Goddamn. All right. On a 1-minute CD though. I have to see this out in the world. So you're saying this is gonna do like a lot of healing, or because it doesn't look like it will? I guess if all the healing is scaling with Vengeance, maybe. But what I always thought that they meant is that the Paladin is just able to, because you're able to crank all your combo points very quickly, that it would do that. Sacred Shield, I don't know if this stacks with attack power either. If it gets increased by it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I was misled then. I know for like it's for sure. It's a fact that people were talking about the Propelli keeping up the raid by himself. It could have also been a 10-man that they were talking about. That might make sense as well. Alright. Probably shouldn't be hitting Crusader Strikes. But Hammer of the Righteous is so shit in this game. I don't know why. That's like such a good ability, and they just completely nerfed it between Wrath to now. It's not even doing 2 times as much damage as Crusader Strike on 4 targets. I mean, it's doing as much. Oh my god. Like, Crusader Strike does more damage than Hammer of the Righteous on 4 targets. It's just it's a disgrace. Hammer though, I don't know. I actually have to make a clone of this, or not a clone, but a 90 template, and send this into dungeons and see how this does with the Vengeance fix. Arcing Light. Okay. It just utterly blows everything out of the water. Light's Hammer. For 14 seconds though. So you want to like pull half a dungeon and then send this shit. And it just sits on the floor like Consecration. Healing and damaging. Yeah, if the healing from this also stacks up with Vengeance, then that'll be kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, I guess I could buy it at this point. It just gives, well, I guess it doesn't actually give you anything, does it? Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't actually. Okay, this is a to-do list as well. Gotta finish the UI on this. I actually have it here written, but not that. Add level 90 talent to UI. This and the Monk. Definitely haven't touched these at all. I have to get the portal. Have to rebind some stuff as well. Keybinds are messed up. So you get insane amount of Vengeance. You pop probably your wings with all your damage shit. Pop the hammer. Then pop Holy Avenger and start spamming your GCDs for combo points. I mean, it makes sense. 1 minute though. It's not really cool, is it? See, this means that you kind of have to start. You have to start as a tank to get the Vengeance. Plus Bloodlust 2 is probably going to make it really good. Alright, are we bugged? Speak to Nazgrim. Oh my god, my auto walk is not bound here. Auto run. Toggle walk and auto run are reverse. That's not cool. Yeah, what's up, Steve? You're catching me on my way out as usual. Not much going on though. Did a little sale run with the guild. Anytime Ken's gonna get a buyer for Dragon Soul is the only time we'll be running it. Other than that, I'm just gonna do the GDK piece on Saturday and Monday. Dragon Soul pretty much dead other than those runs. Not doing any parsing shit, nothing like that. Just buyer. Buyer equals basically it's like a guild run, almost like a GDKP. You get similar gold. Oh, that's actually a really good point too. Why not to make a new character is I wanted to test BLF and see how that stacks with Vengeance. I have a gut feeling that it's not fixed. What do you guys think? Can I? I can't fly. That was bad. Okay, that is a point as for why you should get flying. I don't even know how to get flying on my alt. What the fuck? Okay, that's awkward. This might be for tomorrow then for sure. Wasn't there a way people were saying you can get this for your alts? BOA tome from trainer and MOP capital. Appreciate. Gotta do that. Wait, I wanted to test out BLF and actually cunning as well. I'm not gonna get to test that one though. So we'll just get that real quick and get to the capital on the pally. Capital. All right. I can't give half the instruction. You have to actually lead me to it and tell me exactly where it is, because I just don't know. I'm gonna guess it's over here though. It used to be here on, what do you call it? Where's the flight path? You think I know these things? Fresh. Staple Master. Battle Pet. Life Master. There you go. Appreciate you. So it's just a tome, you said. Yeah. Already known. Wait, what the hell? If this is already known, do I just have to send it to my other character then? Alright, this is just like Wrath. Okay. Super important. I don't think we have to do that in Cataclysm, did we? Well, I guess I never... Did I never make an alt? I don't know. It's been too long. Can't use Molly. Why? Does Molly not exist or something anymore? Mailbox? Hello? Wait, why didn't it come with me? Or is it in my... There's actually no fucking way. Alright. Back to Orgamart. What's Millie meaning? What's up, Zug? Who says Millie is playing this game? He's not as far as I know. Millie is too zoomer for this anyway, don't worry about him. He's got other things to worry about. And him and Dax? No, we just raid Classic together. Dax is definitely gonna play. He's been raiding with us on beta on his Hunter. Not Millie though. I think I need to probably bind this shit. Yeah, I mean, you should have. Once they got the trap launcher, they're kind of owning hunters. From all I've been told too, that like they got the trap launcher in Wrath, right? When they converted Wrath into Cataclysm, they didn't retain that trap launcher version, which was actually worse on Cata. But yeah, I remember Alando was going to the GDKPs with us, and he was gapping everybody. Doesn't matter AoE or not. The first few Chicken Ball GDKPs, he was owning them on damage. It was actually fun to watch. Even Chicken Ball did a lot of damage on Hunter. Oh shit. Talking too much. Like, Chicken Ball is the last person I'd ever expect to play a Hunter. And he was doing well. Lock was fun. That's the best it ever got, isn't it? Pretty much, when they had to, master multi-dotting. I gotta remember, this is not my town. Oh, the way they're doing it right now in Cataclysm, if you actually open a Warlock that knows what they're doing, is crazy. That's what they call the piano spec. Having to press 20 buttons before any encounter. Kind of a little bit like a tank on Veilstraz, where you have like 6 different things you need to do before you press your first damage global in a short time period. But much worse on Warlock with all the mastery shit. They need I think it's like a minute and a half or sometimes close to 2 minutes. That's our pull timers nowadays. Crazy. I don't even know if I need all these. I'm just going to train him because we're not swapping. Not swapping to a new palette. I'm just going to keep this one. Wog. Oh, what? Yo, this is actually pretty cool. Look at this. It's like a little Inquisition. Every time you cast a Eternal Flame, in our case, on a friendly, you get 3% per holy power. So if you spend a 3-point holy power on somebody, you get 6 seconds of 9% damage. Probably not worth it. Holy Wrath only affects one target. The fuck. Alright. Okay, these are just stupid glyphs. Parsing. No, that's next week. They're fixing Vengeance, so we're gonna own. All the things they're gonna own. I don't know how much more we're gonna do, but it should be a good amount. Didn't even need these. Oh yeah. You were in WeGo, right? If I recall. Or was it Welcome? I always get those two mixed. Pretty sure we got a couple of the WeGo guys in our guild now. Probably gonna keep engineering, but I need a new one. I gotta get a new engineering. Probably go mining as well. Because I'm not gonna put that much effort into this. Jeez. Are we bugged? Potentially. Be nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Even in Classic now with Ken, you know, you have like 40 players. Suddenly, we probably had like 70 solo players in the guild. And then within the span of 2 to 3 weeks, half of them were gone. Yeah, now we barely have 40, probably 43-ish, which is also rough for speedrunning. Really, really rough, actually. Alright. Please teach me the profession. For fuck's sakes, man. What? Why is this not... Why is this not working? What? Aw, jeez. That's not gonna work. Just like, what? Why am I not able to... Get a trainer for... wait, what? No, wait, I had it fine earlier. Every single one I ever go to, I unlearn the 2 professions, and I just ask him to teach me. Why do I have to learn JC? No, I wanted to go NG and mining, the easiest. But you're saying the guy outside will just get it to 600 anyway? On every single character, the templates are, what, enchanting and something else? I mean, yeah, it looks like it's bugged for sure. Okay. Surely, right? Like, there you go. Good tip. Good job. Alrighty. So that was definitely bugged. Some people have made a macro for this shit, but not me. So, let's see if I remember what I need. I think I need 12 of these. 6 of these. I don't know if I need Trillium. Probably not. 12 of these. Like 5 Tinker Kit. It's good enough. Do I have a macro to get naked? I don't. Oh my god. Alright. Don't look. I actually could just do this, right? Okay, we actually want the BLF on. Oh, please let me sell them. Nice. BLF, and that's probably it. Alright. Let's delete everything. I actually can't wait to test this character out with the hammer. I completely forgot about the level 90 shit. But, it should be a lot of fun. Just Omega pull everything and then hammer it down. With vengeance. That might be how you live. Alright. Give me the gear. And then we'll do all the enchants. So I think we're still go riposte, right? This character has riposte, truly? Ah? It's supposed to have riposte, right? Or not. Oh my god. No riposte. I wonder where you go then. Yeah, you actually just go full haste then. They're making me really think now. What the hell? Alright. How the fuck do you not give, like, the 2 block tanks if anything should hit? Anyway. All good. We don't even need riposte. We'll just own anyway. These are all weapons. It's all good. Just gonna fish. I don't even need the helmet, actually. Gotta fish for all the haste gear. Parry and hit. This also might be a thing where just get a secondary stats close enough and then reforge to haste, if anything. Only one haste chest piece. Oof. I guess it's just going to be crit haste all around for Crop Alley for now. Just for testing. Haste Mastery, that's kind of interesting. Hit crit. Crit haste again. All good. Hit haste, really good. By the way, Wowhead was showing this as like 0.4 to 0.6% chance to drop. And then people are already telling me they're going to be farming the epics. I don't know about that one. Holy shit. I mean, that, that sounds familiar with the Dragon Soul BDK going for agility. Sounds familiar. Grip mass. Haste mass, it's a necklace. Dodge hit. Hit haste. See, like this? Hit haste with agility. Might be my best. Who knows? I'll buy it. Hit mass. Haste mass with intellect this time. I mean, there you go. Crit haste, stam int. How much do I lose? 500 strength? Maybe it's worth it. How come all the healers get the haste shit? Why is this haste mastery? What? Trinkets, we don't actually need dodge at all, or mastery. This is probably alright. Expertise. Oh, look at that. Gotta test that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go for the DMF. They had a haste one, right? Or not. It's just main stat, all of them. Just dodge. Dodge and main stat. I don't know how often that haste one procs. We'll see. Crit mastery, hit haste. That's probably good. Alright. Haste mass instead of dodge hit. And I also have to test out that one. Yeah, 33d6 haste. We're definitely going to test that one. And let me buy the strength. Alright. I gotta do the headpiece from Profession. I could probably do these as well while I'm at it. Glider, phase finger. I actually don't want phase fingers. I think it's synapse springs on this character. It might not get... Yeah, it'll just get stamina. Whatever. Not really good, but it's whatever. And nitro boosts before I forget. Ghost iron bars. Okay, I need 12 more. Nitro boosts. There you go. All right, so what are we getting actually? If I don't need dodge, Imperia, mastery, it's going to be expertise, haste, hit, crit. And then what's my fifth? I guess parry just anyway. Because I don't know if we're going to do Dragon Link or not for now. Probably will anyway. But two of my my secondary stats are just not good for this class, it looks like. It might be mandatory to get that trinket. We'll see how much this does though. BLF. BLF might be insane. So I'll just keep that open. And then what was the word on the street last time we did this shit? I mean, they just didn't give us the Dragon Link, right? They didn't give us... Okay, this time I have it. Last time this wasn't here either, on the warrior. Let me just craft this real quick, just in case. High explosive. Just in case. Then all I have to do is reforge and probably fly back and see how that all pans out. Some stamina. Some strength. What enchant do you go? Do you go as a paladin? Do you guys know? I don't actually know any of the new enchants because I play BDK. None of these look... I mean, this is what I was told to do while leveling, is Dancing Steel. I don't know if that's true. Yeah. And this also changes, I think, a little bit. I don't even think... Do you go minor speed? You don't go minor speed, do you? No minor speed. 15%. I don't know which one we go on this as well, but I'm assuming it's either long arm or pursuit, perma. So you don't even need Kandarian step. Instead you get precision or haste. Chest is stamina, cloak accuracy, gloves definitely haste, and stam dodge.
There were 1,007 videos.
Yeah, it's a whole year, Andrea. It's a whole year's worth. What are our haste gems for this? Just yellows? Go haste, haste, hit, maybe? How much do I have? Oh, yeah, there you go. I actually don't even need to hit that much. Probably gonna get a little bit of a reforge. Expertise, I don't know about that either. It might be bugged. Expertise might be bugged just like BDK, where you try to blood boil and it misses, even with like 15% expertise and hit. Maybe it is just yellows. Let me get a few of those. And then see if there's a haste. Oh, yeah. Haste stamina. That's the one, probably. Just 1 second. 1 sec. Yeah, there you go. I'll be back in a sec. All right. Oh, is there any? I don't think there's any haste stuff for Jam. Surely it's just reverberating. Okay, get this done real quick. Just boots. Man, this is a process every time. I don't know how they speedrun this. They set up characters in 10 minutes, they said. I'm too distracted. Reverb. And buckle. Did I already apply it? What the? Wait, what? We're gonna try the full haste build, just for fun. I don't think tanks really die to anything in this tier yet. An MSV at least. Straight up just don't die. Ah, I also forgot. I probably need to... Yeah. And then I do the 4 BDKs back to back, and I somehow forget the glyphs are gone and just completely disregard it, so... Because you have to do it every time you relog. Ah, jeez. There's no winning with Blizzard. So I don't really know if I need to go and reforge haste fully. Maybe, you know, but like not really. What I want to check really quickly is how BLF, how the bowling fetish interacts with attack power from Mob Vengeance. Really quickly. I just want to see how that works. And then now I have... Okay, so Crusader Strike was like 5 seconds almost on a CD. And how much is it now? Yeah, so we reduced it by almost a full second, I think. But it's probably nowhere close to being enough. Like, I think similar to how BDK was in tier 11, where you just have... Everything should have haste on it, and then you reforge to more haste. Unless you're parsing. I don't know if I can take the big guy out, but... He does do the Blade Flurry, so let me see if that'll work. I'm just testing out my keybinds. Don't worry about it. Alright, so... Did BLF even proc? Or what's up? Can't see much. Hold on. Is that actually just not able to proc at level 90? That's godly. Okay. It's actually just not proccing, yeah? Cool. Alright. Yeah, because look how incredibly overpowered this will be. Alright. I just had to try. Next in line is probably the Haste Trinket. I wanted to check that out as well. Give a chance to gain haste. This one. And a 1-minute ICD. And I'll probably just end up pulling the boss, everything with it. But I forget. There's one of the Alabaster, was it? Yeah, this one. Alabaster. Every block you gain is an extra 10% damage to your Shield of the Righteous. And I forget what else was good, to be very honest. I don't really care about Consecration that much, doing that. This was pretty cool, but like judging multiple targets not really my thing right now. But maybe there wasn't anything crazy good. Maybe not. Oh, look, 50% more damage for execute. Well, alright. We're gonna go with this. And then I need to buy... I don't have my hammer bound. I don't even know what to bind it to right now, so... we think. Hmm. There you go. That's a good one. B. If I can find it. Alright. Quickly just testing this out. No harm. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of damage. Oh my god. Not blocking my... There you go. Okay. Probably should have moved for this tornado. Yeah, this is not looking good because, like, you saw how, how does this even matter? It doesn't look really good because even when I have 15 mobs on me, I still don't proc Avenger's Shield on every GCD. Which means we don't have the, combo points. I'm gonna do one more pull real quick. Like, I shouldn't be able to cast Consecrate. I also didn't do my big hammer. I'll do it this time. But this is disgraceful. Hammer of the Righteous used to be our top ability in Wrath, and now it's just gone to complete shit. It's actually doing negative damage. Also, I should probably go Seal of the Righteous here as well. I'm gonna give it one more round. Did I not attach a glider? I did. Okay. Gotta get used to Consecration being a big part of our damage. That's, kind of upside down from Cataclysm. Dude, just look how fucking slow that is. It's so slow. Alright. ICD should line up with the Hammer. Avenging... Holy Avenger and Avenging Wrath. Maybe I just cheat death the first one straight up. Because it didn't kill me. Don't even use Goek. I'm probably good to go here. I'll just probably dodge the first one, or... I'll have shield here. Alright. Then proc. All good. Press this. Do that. Yeah, like this is 2 GCDs. I should probably retry this. Dude, this is not as good as BDK. Like, barely 70k. On BDK, you could probably do, like, 120 in that pool, at least, if you're padding. And it would only get worse if I did it on a target. I mean, like, this is unacceptable. All that haste didn't actually help anything. Oh, we're falling off. Fucking crazy. Alright, yeah, this is basically not it. Well, because BDK, you can also survive that Blade Flurry better, I think. And your damage ability actually heals you. I mean, yeah, 3 ticks and I'm dead. It's no good. Pretty sure you take 5 of those on BDK with a heal in between. Alright, so what do we learn from these 2 pulls? We learned that there's still a lot of downtime, especially single target, with your abilities. You have to take a lot of damage, get vengeance, sure, but you don't actually heal yourself while doing your rotation like a BDK or a monk. I'm pretty sure even Proud Warrior could probably do better than this, a single target. So all you've got to your name is essentially once a minute you have Arcing Light, which you also kind of like, you have to pop Avenging Wrath into Arcing Light, then Holy Avenger for the combo points. And you have to pre-consecration as well. But you just don't do enough single target to kill the boss. That's really poopy. Anyway, at least the character is set up. I just have to finish its UI. And probably gonna do at least 2 to 3 tanks. Gonna do dungeons with Zetol, our healer, and Krunk, our main tank. He's gonna play Windwalker and learn how to play it. But tomorrow is Classic Day, where we're gonna speedrun and whatnot. Speedrun BWL. And then I'll be back on Friday, probably, for MOP. Hopefully Vengeance will be fixed for CMs. Otherwise, we're just gonna run it through, I guess. Gotta learn how to play the different tanks in 5-mans. Start practicing for next week. Next week, for sure, we're gonna get the Vengeance buff, so gotta be ready by then. Alright, friends. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, if you'll enjoy Classic, I'll be here tomorrow. If not, MOP Friday, Saturday. Have a good night. I'll see you guys then.